Hello there. How's it going? How are we doing? What is good? Who got that first? Rorschach with the first. Congrats. We got Big Shad, we got Vo, we got Poopy, we got Sausage, we got Cameru, we got Hob, we got Rex, we got Hallie. Welcome in. How are we doing? We have not finished Saw. We've had to put Saw on ice for the moment. My Xbox kind of I'm not gonna say kick the bucket, but the disc player does not work anymore, and but that's been sorted. I've bought a new Xbox, so we're gonna play Darkside Detective because I heard good things, and hopefully the Xbox will be back in my possession when this is finished. Oh, and Daffers, hello, how's it going, Polly? I need you. I haven't had my day with enough cringe yet. Really? We were playing Phasmo earlier. Saw on Ice. It's a show now. Oh my god. Would you watch Saw on Ice? Red Ring of Death? No, it was literally just a disc player. Any disc that I was putting in there, it wasn't reading. There's probably a fix, but I can't be bothered. I'd rather just, I literally pay like 30 something quid for a new one on eBay. So fingers crossed that isn't shit, but I guess we'll find out. But yeah, let's crack on. I've not tested this game, so I don't think it's gonna be a problem though. Now imagine all the fake blood on I mean, that sounds like maybe a hazard. I don't know. All right, let's go. Oh, Unity. I come bearing good news. News plural. Finally got that big chungus PC case snuck. Oh, nice. Are you using it? I don't think this game has voice acting in, which is kind of bad for me because I've had a bit of a quite a bit of a bad sore throat today. So I'm probably going to be doing myself no favors here. But it is what it is. Oh yeah, there's a yo, wasn't there? Where do I do that? Yo. Every game has voice acting with Polly, yeah. Also starting next week. You don't have to work Fridays. Hey, nice one. Congrats. Cringe sorted. Fuck's sake. Sausage, did I say hello to you? I'm not entirely sure if I did, but I'm saying hello now. And Clara played welcome in. What I'm hearing is impeccable, but husky voice acting incoming. I'm gonna try my best. If I start to feel like my voice is hoiting, I will probably call it. I'm not gonna push myself because wow, I'm only gonna, like, you know, ruin streams to come. So let's crack on. So how many? There's 6 cases. Malice in Wonderland, Toe Malone. Oh, that's all we got so far. Police corruption on. if only we're as easy as still on. This is going nowhere. You should give up on this. You don't learn, do you? Okay, let's just leave on there. Graphics high def. How to play, control settings. Unlock bonus cases. Bonus cases unlock. Oh, there's more? Oh my god, there's 9 of them. Okay, well, let's crack on. I was gonna say, watch it, on the case. Don't brush yourself on, you delicate little flower. If I was a vegetable, I'd be a polyflower.
Stop talking!
Case summary. The chief has sent me to the Jones residence. Dooley is there with further details. Okay, let's start this. Malice in Wonderland. Oh, we should probably turn that up a bit. Polly, Hob, what's up? Officer Dooley.
Whoa! I almost shot you there, detective. You shouldn't be sneaking around like that.
Dooley, you watched me drive up. It's a special day. Why is it a special day? I had my siren on. You waved at me as I pulled in?
I guess this place has me spooked out a little.
So what happened here? Chief Scully just called me up and told me to get here ASAP. No details. A siren day? What do you mean? What are we talking about?
7-year-old kid, Alice, went missing a day ago. No sign of her leaving the house. Seems to be kind of spooky crap. I mean, the kind of case you're into, detective.
Great. Let's get started. Frog Day? Oh, well, Wednesday. It's the one day of the week that the police have enough budget to use the sirens. Well, let's have some coffee. I'm already digging the pixel aesthetic. Oh, that coffee is soothing. It is a Wednesday, my dudes. Let's keep talking.
After you, detective. You know, whenever standing in this rain stops being fun for you.
Okay. Our trusty squad car.
I like to call it the Popo Moto.
Okay. Anything else to look at out here? Okay, that's the pause menu. Go inside. Oh, you ain't getting me this time. End my suffering.
Officer Dooley, why is there a hobo dripping all over my carpet? That's Detective Francis McQueen, Mr. Jones. He's here to investigate. I see. Twin Lakes finest, eh?
I hope you don't smoke around your kid.
Thankfully, detective, I am rarely around my kid. So, how can I help you, detective? I'll level with you, detective. I don't have many dealings with her. She has a limited conversation pool.
She's 7.
Exactly. A tedious age, so I'll leave that to the nanny. She's around here somewhere.
Where were you last night? Why didn't you notice she was missing?
I was, out.
How wonderfully shady. Have you got an alibi?
Where I was none of your business, detective. My taxes pay your salary.
They also pay for the cell and questioning room I'm going to have Dooley here take you to. Is that for
A
you?
special day indeed. May the poly be strong in this one. 36 months. Now which knight invented King Arthur's round table? Circumference.
Hey.
Low pole.
Go on. Go on. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Hob. Thank you for sticking around and accidentally hitting the sub button for that long. And welcome in. How you doing?
Fine. Call this number. They'll vouch for me.
Busty Bell's Booty Boutique. Classy stuff.
Ah, Bells. Fond memories. I mean, hey, was he? A bell shop? What?
Swinging, baby.
Oh, that renewing it. God damn it, Hob. God damn it. Oh, right, there we go. So, is there nothing else to say? Oh, goodbye. I've taken up enough of your time.
And I've nothing further to say, detective. Kindly leave me be.
Okay, painting. Nice schooner.
Hey, you dummy. It's not a schooner. It's a sailboat.
A schooner is a sailboat, Dooley. Okay, do we want to go upstairs or do we want to go to the hallway? Let's go to the hallway. I know you love it, Polly. This reminds me of my own grandfather.
Your grandfather was a clock?
What? No, he had a clock.
Shame. Well, I finally found out something interesting about you.
What? I'm interesting.
Whatever you say, detective.
Study, closet, living room. Let's go to the study. Polly, what's heavier, 2 kilograms of steel or a kilogram of feathers? Well, it's gonna. Oh, this is gonna be. This is gonna. Oh, it's gotta be the 2 kilograms of steel, right? Because it's still 1 kilogram of feathers. 2 versus 1, right? Or am I being a dum-dum? Not too great. Woke up with half my face swollen. Can't fully open my mouth. You allergic to something? Did you get bitten by something? It didn't. It's not that I was just sort of second guessing. I wasn't entirely sure. Like I got the vibe that you were trying to trip me up there, but you know, locked. I wonder where I'd find a key. Probably in the clock. Sugar blend, but I'm roasting. The officers underneath have left their heating on again. Is it like uncomfortably hot? Box of junk. A black light bulb. May as well take it.
Now all we need is a disco ball, some white clothes, and fat beats. And we've got ourselves a good night.
A good night is finding this kid. Okay, black light bulb, and that is up here where you can just about not see it. Apparently that question trips up the state-of-the-art chatbot. Okay, well at least I'm marginally smarter than a bot. Oh no, didn't want to go that way. Okay, so we've okay. One of those crystals is worth more than I get paid in a year.
We could take one. You passed the corruption test. Well done, detective.
Okay. I'm in my pajama bottoms only, and it's like my head is in a bucket of water. Oh man. Oh man. It's been cold today. But at the same time, I'm still dreading the summer, so I'll take the cold over sweltering heat. Okay, I guess we're going upstairs. We got a telephone. Daughter's bedroom. This is probably where the most clues are going to be, right? Mrs. Jones. Hello, can I ask? My baby is gone. Can you tell me about her? She just disappeared. My baby. Is there any? You have to find her. Find her. Okay. All right, Teddy. Tell me where she is, bear. I'm only kidding. You don't know. You're only a bear. The stupid, know-nothing bear. Okay. Yeah, cold's much better than hot. It's easier to warm up from being cold than cool down from being hot. I don't have much use for a dozen pink socks.
This is no time for art, detective.
Blacklight. This looks useful. Blacklight marker. Okay. Didn't know such a thing existed. That's cool. Man. A drawing of our suspect.
Really? I'll put out an APB.
No, Dooley, don't do that.
No, I've never seen a horse with 5 legs before. Hey, I know that tree. It owes me $5.
Surprised it didn't go tree fitty. Anything else to click on here? No. A place this fancy deserves something nicer than plastic flowers. Oh, there's an attic. What an odd place for a telephone.
They must have run out of places to put it.
Okay. The master bedroom. There's the nanny. What's the photo? Just seems like a sweet kid.
Don't worry, we'll find a detective.
Painting. Hard to believe this is the same woman we spoke to. The stress of all this has hit her hard.
A waterbed. Very fancy.
Looks like something has been kicked under here.
No, it doesn't.
Strange page, huh?
She's spoiled and sticks her nose where it doesn't belong. But that's what having super rich parents will do to you, I guess.
What's a nanny doing in the master bedroom?
Nothing suspicious, that's for sure. No, sirree.
How long have you been working for the Jones?
Jones is detective. Even though it ends with an S, you still pluralize it.
Is now really the best time?
It's always a good time for grammar.
Anyway, answer the question.
Long enough to harbor no ill will whatsoever.
Say, you're the nanny.
The very innocent nanny, yes.
Do you have any keys for the various rooms?
I'm a nanny, not a maid.
Right, but do you?
Yes.
May I have the key to the study then?
Sure, there's nothing incriminating in there anyway.
Okay, drawers.
Seems impolite to go rifling around in somebody's drawers uninvited.
Okay. Not going in there then. Alice and her mum look quite happy here. Okay, that doesn't seem to be it. What is this? It's a peculiar pattern from the Occult for Dummies book. Okay. Officer Doofy. Oh, from Scary Movie, yes. I remember. Alright, we're going back down then, I suppose. Into the study. I wonder if... How do I... Oh, do I have to... How do I use... Oh, a drag and drop, got it. Go find a music box and use it. And hey presto, we're in. Roy Jones Esquire. Takes a certain type of person to have an oil painting of themselves. I'd have an oil painting of myself. Magazine stack. His magazine collection. Jeez, this guy's obsessed with jugs. Another lovely pair. A nice collection of books. The dust suggests they've not been looked at in some time. For shame. An old oil lantern. Seems to have some oil left too. Okay, we're gonna take that. Okay, I just want to say hi, thanks, bye. Are you off? Are you off, Hattie? If so, take care. It was good to see you. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll see you in the next one. Dog statue. This statue is ugly enough to be worth a lot of cash. Armchair.
Hey, I just realized that there are only 2 seats in this entire house.
Don't be daft, Dooley. There are more. They're just off camera.
You can never trust a man who owns too many books, that's what I say.
How many books are too many?
6.
Then how many books do you own?
I don't feel comfortable with this line of questioning.
Okay. Is there nothing else in here? We got the lantern. Oh, it's probably gonna be for the attic, right? Jugs Weekly, I thought they were illegal porno mags. Where is... Oh, it was upstairs, isn't it? Okay. There we go. Oh, what's that? Paint thinner. The paint thinner fell and this shelf gave way. Not much left in it now. Well, we got some. Looks like this gave way recently. Spilling paint thinner all over the wall. Ooh, why does it look spooky? Boxes. Just a bunch of forgotten memories. Broken lamp. May not be broken after all. Just a blown bulb. Oh, we've got a bulb. Paint cans. Those look heavy enough to knock somebody out cold. A box marked and broken dreams. That's attic school. This one is extra creepy. Okay, so let's maybe apply the blacklight bulb onto the broken lamp. I hope this doesn't reveal somebody's attic shame. What the hell? Wow. That doesn't look ominous at all. The pattern on the wall looks washed out in places. I wonder what happened if I redrew it. Oh, we've got the, we've got this. Okay, I seem to have everything I need. Let's get down to some spooky hijinks and redraw those missing symbols. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, that should be it. Great. Maybe now's a good time to stop doing, well, anything really. Okay. I was hoping it would be UV jugs. Oh my god, are you quoting Pendulum again? Even I'm not foolish enough to go in there with no light. Oh, well, I mean, I've got a lantern. That would be more useful if it were lit. Do you need to use that? No, not on my watch. Okay. Oh, we've got matches as well. How convenient. I should probably light this thing, you know, just in case. Okay, so we've got a lit lantern. Let's go inside. Okay, dude, let's do this. No offense, detective, but I'm not going nowhere near that creep fest. Now, stand guard out here. A box marked baby's first cult robes. It's Alice.
Hello, mister.
Hey, kiddo.
Are you here to take me home?
Yep.
Good. I'm hungry, and the sounds from downstairs are scaring me.
Yeah. Let's get out of here. Is that what? Is this it?
Don't look in there, mister. That's where the three-eyed rats hide.
The label says old milk, circa 1880. Why would you store that? Speaking of creep fest, what's creepy about movie night? It's a good night. We have fun. All right, let's go.
Not so fast, detective.
Where's Dooley?
I did it. I knocked him out. Can't have you snooping around here anymore. So I'm going to trap you here.
At least take the girl.
Oh, I intend to. I'm her legal guardian, after all. It's my job to look after her, especially if anything should happen to her parents. Say, for example, getting trapped in the Darkside's version of their bedroom. It's where they'd be now if Alice hadn't gotten into my stuff and stupidly trapped herself up there. I figured it'd be best to lay low until you had gone. Thought you'd have given up by now.
Okay. I highly doubt we're watching Cocaine Bear if it's just come out in cinemas. You'll be, I imagine you'll probably be lucky to get a cam version, which is no bueno. But then they might have a, you know, a rip of it already. But yeah, no idea what we're watching yet. And Will, welcome in. How you doing?
Most of the TLPD.
Sadly, fair. So what, so that's what this is? An inheritance scheme?
You have to admit, it's fairly perfect crime.
It is, actually. Even if you do get rid of me, then what? Alice knows what you're up to. She's a smart kid.
If she's so smart, she'll know to keep her mouth shut.
Once Dooley awakes, you and your skin will be done for.
Good point. I'll just have to get you to drag him in here with you. Come on. Okay, drag your friend in here. And no funny business.
I knew those paint buckets were heavy enough to knock someone out. Can we, like... throw some... Oh, wait, she's stuck in there, so can we just, like, use it on this? Have a taste of your own medicine.
No!
Okay. I just got an achievement called Problem Solvent. This is Oscar quality voice acting. I love it. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. I don't know if I said hello to you, but welcome in. Welcome in. Got home like 30 minutes ago. Got some chicken cooking in the oven. Peng. Love me a little bit of chicken. Yeah, Joe usually sets up a poll, but you can suggest anything onto the actual movie night section. Rob out or rude. Why does that sound like a euphemism? This voice acting really is. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So, the kid got into daddy's stuff and accidentally used it to trap herself in that creepy attic? The Darkside. That's surprisingly succinct summary of things, yes. Shame the nanny was certifiable. She was a looker. Dooley, she was dabbling in the dark arts, with a plan to trap innocent people in a parallel world. Kidnap their kid, and steal all their cash. I said it was a shame, jeez. Now I wonder where the nanny got the occult books from anyway. That stuff is hard to find these days. A case for another day, I guess. First of all, we had to figure out what kind of paperwork covers this mess. Maybe because it is. Case closed. Okay, that was short and sweet. Toe Malone. Dooley suggested a visit to the library. He must have seen a strange storm gathering over it. Okay. Toe Malone. Toe Malone. Okay, what's the case, Dooley? Fill me in. Voice actor, detective, beard owner, what can Polly do? Give birth. And maths. And slide and block puzzles. Toblerone. Toby Larone. Case? No, I've just got some overdue books to drop back. So that purple swirling vortex thing above the building has nothing to do with why we're here? Ah, come on now, detective. You're hardly gonna arrest the weather. Things you're trying to do to justify this department. Let's get this over with. These statues make me uncomfortable. They're not very welcoming. I should have at least be reading a book or wearing glasses or something. Before this was just the library, it was where the mayor kept her lion collection. Oh, right. That clears that up. Okay. This is a library. What a helpful plaque. How many cases do we need to solve, do you think? To get a car that doesn't leak in the rain. It keeps us fresh. Sharp, even. Or fix Xbox distro. Ah, touche. I probably, I probably could eventually fix it, but I don't know. It's an old Xbox. We'll be done in a jiffy, detective. All right, let's go inside. Fines? They're being late? How are books late? It's not like they have places to be. You're not charming your way out of this, Patrick. Rules are rules. Can we come to some kind of arrangement?
you have any parking tickets you want to see go bye-bye?
Dooley, are you trying to bribe your way out of a fine?
No.
Here's an arrangement for you. I'll drop your fines if you arrest that troublesome kid.
Kid?
The one who's responsible for the storm and, you know, the ghosts.
Ghosts? What? What were you saying about ghosts?
The place is haunted. You know, the usual stuff.
The usual?
Flickering lights, floating books, strange noises, eerie purple storms. It's chasing after the readers.
And you say a kid is to blame?
He's the one who here often enough. Suspiciously often, if you ask me.
I'll look into it. Now that I got here, that big ass PC case isn't all that bigger than my other computers, so it seemed bigger than it actually was. Did you finish? No, we didn't finish it, Paul. So basically, what happened is I turned my Xbox on yesterday, and it wasn't reading any discs whatsoever. Really weird. Literally haven't touched the Xbox and just decided to not work. So I've ordered a new one off eBay, which is supposedly gonna arrive here tomorrow, but I guess that remains to be seen. Poured a bit too much Jack into my Jack and Coke, but it will take the edge off. Nice. As in like Jack Daniels. I do not like Jack Daniels. It is not my kind of drink. It's the aftertaste. Doesn't do it for me. Yeah, we're just Ghostbusters now.
Or else I'll call a pair of oddball priests and or questionable ghost-busting startup to come fix this.
What books did What books did Dooley borrow?
He had Rules to Rave 2. Roswell, New Mexico, where the aliens really experiment on us. And The Law. What is it, and do we really need it?
Hey, why about the library and read a privilege?
Not a real thing, buddy. I tell you, you gave up on the law book.
Not enough pictures.
What's that you're reading?
Skylight, the heartbreaking tale of a girl who falls in love with a reverse vampire.
Of a what now?
A reverse vampire. He can only come out during the day. I'm at the part where it's her prom night and he promised to take her. But the clocks went forward and now it's on at night.
What happens if he goes out at night?
Polly, do you know how much deach blow a field? Wrth a protractor.
A protractor, of course. Jack Daniels, to be fair, it's been a while since I've had Jack and Coke, but I don't know. What happens if he goes out at night?
He gets really sleepy.
Sounds interesting.
What? It sounds awful, detective.
Okay.
If you need anything else, I'll be here. Unless I'm not.
Okay. Let's go into the office. The computer seems to be broken.
It's not broken. It's hollow, so they can store more books in it.
Never know when I'll need to cut something in half, or a lazy approximation of half.
I really enjoy the access to secret areas this job gets us.
Staff only?
Not on our watch.
Even the lamp is flickering.
I got this for Doris last time I had to get out of paying fees. Gonna have to up the ante this time.
Skylight. Okay. Oh, I realize now. Twilight, Skylight. Yeah. Photocopier. An old photocopier. I can't imagine this gets much use.
Oh, it does. When you renew your card each year, Doris takes a photocopy of your butt for the records.
Everyone's butt?
Just mine, now that I think of it.
That's the price of working out, I guess. Roses red, violets blue. Your loaning rights are revoked due to books overdue. Coat rack. Looks like some of these coats have been here for years.
We should go through their pockets. You know, for evidence.
Oh, got a button. A button from an old coat. Great evidence, Dooley. Okay, that seems to be it. I thought you found owning books suspicious.
It is.
What kind of secret stuff are you reading that you can't get it from your local library? Maybe people just like having their own books. Maybe it's a germ issue.
Germs? You really will believe in anything Hollywood tells you.
A silent shh. There's an elevator here? An old elevator? Where's the staircase?
We have none. There was a fire, and ironically, the fire escape was the only thing that was destroyed.
There's a horror floor. And I've got a button. Is that gonna work? Let's go to sci-fi and fantasy children. What odd leaves that plant has?
That's just the dead tree where Doris dries her stockings.
Okay. What's this?
Don't blink.
Oh. Let's go to sci-fi fantasy. Swords and shield.
If we lived in medieval times, we'd be living the adventures of ye Darkside bailiff and his squire, Dooley.
Glum tales of the sad venturer. The library of books. Dragon ageism. What a great game, huh?
Yeah. Funny looking draft pieces, though.
Oh, what's that library card? How convenient. I'd have expected to go through a series of semi-logical puzzles to get this. Hey, old library card, like it. Rocket.
I wanted to be an astronaut when I was younger, so I found out that they had to go into space.
Looks like some of the rockets that aluminium is coming off. That could be useful. Nice. Fantastic obit. Drowned in moonlight, strangled by her own bra. Dr. Whom's thrilling adventures through grammar and structure. Space hike. Boldly going to places safely explored by others. How to woo a Wookiee. I can't do it today. Why is that moving on itself? Are we not gonna acknowledge that? Oh, there's a kid.
What about this one? The words are short and I think I can read the whole book from one cover to the other cover. Oh, is that suitable for my age range? I've read a book about books for my age range, and they're all books about boys and wizards and talking dogs. Okay, I'll try it. I hope I like it because I've read all the books about boys and wizards and talking dogs in here.
Little Devon. Okay, let's welcome in. I swear my modem must be the most temperamental bitch found on this side of the universe. 1 hour I got absolutely no connection. The next, everything is back to normal. That's the internet for you. My Wi-Fi is awful. Polly, why are you so good at this? In what respect? There's a robot. I hope I get to have a pet robot someday.
Too many responsibilities. Feeding it, rubbing its belly, teaching it to overthrow humanity.
Why would you teach it that?
I want to be on their good side when the inevitable happens.
Why your parents don't love you. Anne and Barry face financial ruin. Little and Big Pooh save the day. Snow, welcome in. Polly is British. That's where Sherlock Holmes comes from. It is. Books. And how are you so good at wooing Wookiees, Polly? I can't do it today. I can't do it. Any other day I'd probably be able to do a mediocre impression. I might have to get a limb sip. Oh, super poo.
A, B, C. As easy as 4, 5, 6.
Viewmaster.
A Viewmaster? I loved those as a kid.
I'll take this and see if I can find a use.
It's times like this that I miss walking the beat.
The dust is wrong under this. Makes me think it was moved recently. Do you want to move the dinosaur? There's a cold draft coming from the vent. That can't be good for this kid's health. Bad baby incites a riot. Kindergarten Kate summons the devil. Grumpy Chris hates to play. You look familiar. Have I arrested you before?
Who you talking to, kid?
I'm not telling you anything. I've heard what happens to people who do a snitch.
Modern media is really making our job hard. Okay. Well, that's not right.
Neat trick. What magic book did you learn that from, kid?
It's not magic. It's nothing.
Okay. Let's call that plan B. Okay, so that means it's not gonna work. Thin sheets of foil. The library card of one smug-faced Paul Conway. An old film viewing toy. Okay. Okay. Don't know what we can do with that yet. I guess we can go up to the next floor. Significantly better than yesterday already, but still ass. Today my body hurts all over and I can't taste much. Just bitter. Oh, really? So you got the type of COVID where it takes your senses away from you. Hopefully that doesn't last too long. Reading room hobby.
Professor Theodore Library,
Inventor of the library. Nope. Not one word of that is true. Hobby DUR, yeah. Okay. Hobby books. Turning duct tape into pants. Make your nevers sustainable. Things you can fill jam jars with. Volume 3. Whittling dice out of larger dice. Detective, the inspectioning, investigative role-playing in the world of Darkside. How to do DIY yourself.
I'm really good at DIY. I get my sister to do it for me.
This one's called Building Mediocre Mysteries by the Spooky Doorway team. Whoever they are, that's the devs. COVID has very different effects on people. Some people it's like a mild cough. Yes. It's literally just a mixed bag. Like when I had it, I was maybe out for a day. And then I still managed to get 10 days off work, but you know. Pots and brushes. Why are these fake?
Well, you can't have kids painting over the books.
Glue? Somebody seems to have left some glue here. It's no duct tape, but it could be useful. Mannequin. He looks like he's jumping.
You'd jump too if you'd shoved a pole up your behind.
Or if somebody did. Wait a minute, these are printouts of children's art.
Look at Mr. Moneybags in his deep pockets, rich enough that he can pay child artists for original works. This guy. Jeez.
Okay, so we got some glue from here. You put COVID in the chalky milk. Yeah, that's the thing, like you can still get it post-vaccination. Oh, hello, miss. Wasn't expecting anyone to be here. Oh, hello. My name's Raxa. I'm here to study the strange goings-on. I guess that's why you're here too, Detective. Oh,
Sure, that's me. Always investigating stuff. On purpose. Want to share what you found? Well, it's not much, but there seems to be a strange concentration of energy in the next room. I'm searching the internet for a way to be able to see whatever it actually is. Well, let me know if you find anything. Who doesn't need chalk in the 21st century? Most people. Fair point. You look uncomfortable, Dooley. It's this whole reading room thing. I mean, should we be reading right now? Can I not read anywhere else? Does this room itself read? And if so, what does it read? You have a special mind, Dooley. Chief Scully says that's why she assigned me to your department. I hope there's nothing contraband in this pile. I wish. You know what I mean. Time always seems to stand still in boring places like libraries. So, ghost hunting, eh, detective? That's classic. Because there's a whole bunch of eerie mumbo-jumbo going on in here. So you notice then. I'm majoring in the occult at TLU. You can do that? I thought that stuff was banned. Somebody has to catalog and ban it all, detective. Right. It's all fairly hush-hush. So what does one study with occultism? Whatever you want. I went with computer science, so I wouldn't be studying too impractical subjects. Good call, Raxa. From experience, I can tell that the occult doesn't pay much. Microfilm room, okay. I've had the 2 jabs and a booster shot. First shot was just a sore arm. Second shot flattened me really bad and the booster didn't even notice. I just had a sore arm for all 3 of them. Like, it just felt like someone like punched me really hard in the arm. Like it sucked like trying to sleep on it. And my partner kept poking it as well. Okay. Why would anybody have so many filings that they need a cabinet to store them in? It's broken. If I want to look at any microfilm, I need to find another way to do so. It's radiating energy. Like Raxa said. I think that may be a clue. Possibly. There's just too much here to take. Even my pockets have their limits. Do you think there's such a thing as megafilm? Let's see what we can find online. You didn't say the magic word. Enter password. Looks like I need to figure out the password. Okay, we'll figure that out. Aggie is the best. Second shot was really shit for me. Had a hard time breathing. It's weird how it just like, even like the vaccinations just had a different effect on everybody. Eggy was gentle, Polly. Just imagine all of chat. Yeah, you all would be fucking doing that. Okay. Elevator. Can we use the button here? I don't have the skills to wire up a normal button. Never mind this one. We glue. Come on, Frankie. You can do better than that. Okay. Well, let's go back down to the reception and see if we can find out the password. The shots turned my forearms into sore arms, but that's about it. Yep, my exact same experience. I've lost count of how many times I've asked, oh, yes. Can I have the internet password, please? And give you access to all my juicy manuscripts? No chance. Doris, I need that password for my investigation. And I need those books kept safe until my genius is recognized. So no. I won't hand this in just yet. I may need it. Okay. I haven't seen anything that we can cut. We cut the, no.
Orange juice tastes so shit now. It was one of my favorite pleasures of starting the day. What does it just not have much taste at all nowadays? Or at the moment, rather. These brownouts seem like they make for frustrating reading conditions. I don't see why. The button for the 4th floor is missing. Tetraphobia. Tetraphobia? Fear the number 4. It's quite common for buildings in China to be missing the 4th floor. But the 4th floor is there. Just the button is missing. Oh yeah. And we're not in China. You have all the answers, don't you? Maybe we can speak to the other girl. Hand something to her. I don't taste the sweet and sour, only the bitterness. That's the worst bit. Maybe if we use this on this. The film is too big. It's a square peg, round hole situation. I don't know what the password's gonna be. No, I've already read that. What a it really is a nonsense virus. Okay. So what do we need to do then? I haven't even seen anything that we need to cut. Let's go to the floor with the ghost. So this was moved. Can we move that again? I'm trying to think what else I can do. I don't have any I mean, I can't do that, can I? No. I've got glue. I don't know what I need glue for either. I don't know if I can combine items. Oh, I've not got any notes. It's not a notes kind of game. Can we save? Oh, it's saving. Cool. So we need a password. Safe in here? I mean, that's happening. Nah, there's nothing else. I never understood this section. How can something be fiction and science? I don't know what to do with you sometimes. Give me a raise? How do we get the button here? Can I pop that in there? No. I made a conductive button, hell yeah. It should work, but I need to find something else with the skills to wire it. So, okay, can we get her to do it, maybe? No, apparently not. Can we not just glue it? Can I give it to you? No. Okay, well, maybe ask the receptionist. Nobody wants to help with the button? Sure what, but I need to find somebody with the skills to wire it up. The kid? The kid's not gonna help us. The kid's not gonna wanna help us yet. I guess we can't do anything with that just yet. Hobby room books? Maybe. Oh, these are all random. The definitive guide to landscaping from outside to downstairs. How to do DIY yourself. This one's called Building New. Yeah, we've already read some of these. Okay. Can now conduct electricity. So how do we wire it? Oh, is that okay? There's no like clear way to unless it is like literally every individual book. So your government is broken by C. Guevara. This one's called Building Media. Yeah, we've read that one. No, I think it's just random. If you click on that, it just comes as random. Maybe. I don't know. Wait, what? What do we need the glue with? Scissor something. Yeah. Okay. Guess we just gotta try everything on everything. Can we speak to her? Or is this just normal? Yeah, we've already had this conversation. Does she really not want to help us with that? I mean, that seems like the obvious, Can I have some chalk? I can have some chalk. I will now make like X and Y. Good night. Take it easy, folks. Have a good one. Have a good, what day is it tomorrow? Thursday tomorrow. Have a good. Microfilm reader is broken. If I want to look at it, I need to find another way to do so. Can I just glue it back together? Apparently not. Oh, I'm stuck. How do we get the password? That seems to be the, can we just like... What's the red thing? What, this here? That's a Viewmaster. An old film viewing toy, but we don't have anything to view it with. See, these are too big. So we need to find something for that first. Nothing in here. Cut it? Well, cut the, cut these? Ah, okay, I see what's going on. Well, I've destroyed some historical material. Let's hope there was a point to this. Even cut up. It's too much to carry. Looks like I'll need to bring this. Okay. Well, it fits. Let's look at what I didn't accidentally chop out of Twin Lakes' recent history. Spider Moths do it again. Is that the football team? The Spider Moths? Do it again. Sounds like they were on some kind of winning streak. Instead of having burnt down yet another stadium. Major staff cuts at City Library. Budgetary cutbacks have seen the local library reduced to a skeleton staff. I know Darce is old, but that seems a bit unfair. It means very few people work here. Oh, yep. Just Doris now, and she's actually a retired volunteer. Tough times. Computer stock goes up, up, down, down, left, right, BA. I shouldn't have read that aloud. I think I may have just summoned something. Crackpot detective claims teenagers' tags were ritual meant to show the dead that walk among us. I remember this kid. What the? Hello? Who are you and how did you get here? Who's that? I feel like we need a spooky voice. Like, ooh, ooh. Yeah, I do. Alistair Crowley.
I am that which can never be unseen, the ooze from your nightmares, the knower of the unknown.
Right. That's not very helpful if I'm honest.
Help is there for those who know how to take it.
Okay then, I'll bite. Tell me, oh knower of the unknown, what's going on here?
I don't rightly know.
Right. Oh, my hair's an absolute mess today. I had a shower, so it's kind of just doing what it wants.
But I do know that the coward Yeats is protecting a hidden room, one that holds vast power and treasures. No doubt that which is responsible for the spectral summoning of myself and the others lies within.
The others? The others?
Detective, who are you talking to?
I'm talking to... You know what? I don't even know how to explain this. What was all that again?
Yeats' secret room. Mad power within. We cool, bro?
We're cool. Okay. So now can we...
Why are you holding that Viewmaster? And who are you talking to?
Actually, we both know what's best if you don't try and... Ooh, what's going on in the background? Nothing going on this computer. Just had a weird sound. Ah, we can see all the ghosts. Yeats. Oh God, what voice am I gonna do for Yeats?
Pray, sir, a moment of your time.
Another one?
Another?
Oh wait.
Oh, another spirit. Yes. And with your question, you have answered my own.
Huh?
Forgive me, but I wish to know if you have seen on your travels that scoundrel Crowley.
Forcefully mysterious man in the silly hat?
The very same. I knew he lurked here, but somewhere.
You mentioned a hidden room?
Yes, but on the matter, I should say no more. Not until the beast is gone.
But I just wondered...
Not a word more, sir. Not a word more.
I'm trying not to look at it. I keep pushing the wrong button. I pushed the auto tune. What happens if I push the auto tune button? Does this sound auto tuney? I don't think so. Sphere, welcome in, little Darkside. Yes, we're playing a little something whilst I'm waiting for another Xbox to come in. I'm digging it so far. I'm digging it.
Again, I say that you and I, sir, shall not converse while Crowley lurks awaiting a slip of my tongue.
Okay, so he does not want anything to do with us right now. Is there anyone else? Who's Gale? Are you an author too? I don't recognize you.
Aye, but not like yon toss with literary fiction. I wrote useful stuff, like housewiring and how to do my own plumbing.
But you can fix the elevator?
Right here I could, I need a new button, mine.
Oh, I've got that. Could this button replace the broken one in the elevator?
Let me see. Looks like it'll do the job. Here's a few minutes to pop in place.
Are we waiting? I don't know. So I've always liked Tool's Schism, but never paid attention to the lyrics due to the singing style. Today I learned it's actually a very caring song, basically about a person who regrets separation because they couldn't speak to each other. Ah, Tool. Now, yeah, I don't know what voice I was going with. Is the broken button used for the elevator? If not, we don't want it. It seems that way. Thanks for fixing the elevator, Gale.
Happy to help. It were fun doing something useful again.
Okay. Well, we can go to horror. I'm not sure if I want to do that just yet. I want to see who else we can talk to. Adams. And Pratchett is in like Terry Pratchett. Not sure what other Adams. That's probably a reference to something. Oh, hey. Big fan of your work.
Thanks.
Not you.
Oh.
Adams. I read your detective books. Wonderfully over the top. Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide. Got it. Makes sense in sci-fi.
I think you should read this one. I've read this one and thought it was good.
Oh, fucking Enid Blyton.
What's it about? It's the story about this kid who can see dead people. Oh, that's not for me. I'm scared of ghosts.
Okay.
I fear I find myself in the company of a rather dreadful bunch. Rotters, the lot of them.
The kid?
No, he's charming. I mean the others. Occultists, horror writers, and DIY fanatics. Horrors, the lot of them.
Okay. Can you see the ghost too, kiddo?
Ghosts? What nonsense are you filling with his head, detective?
I see them. They're my friends. Well, this one is. Some of them are less friendly. But I like them because before they came, the place was empty. Just me and Doris. And she's only interested in reading the mostest, dreadfulest books ever written.
Okay. Trimini, welcome in. How are you doing? And Ghost Dude, welcome in. How are you doing? How are we doing, guys? I guess we don't need to go here. Let's look in another room. Like the lobby. There's no ghosts in here. What about in the office? No one? Okay. Fair dinks. Alright, let's go to horror. Oh look, Doris must have finally fixed the elevator button. No, it was... Never mind. Book card. You are good. This is good. I'm not too bad. I've got a bit of a sore throat, so doing all these silly voices probably isn't helping, but otherwise I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad. Book card. A collection of books that don't seem to fit anywhere else in the library, like How to Cook a Dinosaur, if you ever catch one. The Internet and Other Fads. Architecture of the Mind by Sarah Bellum. And MMO Accountancy. Be the fictional banker you always knew you were.
Looks like you can get to the roof through here.
Thankfully it's locked. I'd rather not go back out in that storm. Okay, we're not going there. Chiller man, just had some din-din, getting tired, watching till I crash. I feel that. Thanks for choosing to hang here. Good to have you here. Horror. Let's go to horror. Oh, spooky. Edgar Allan Bro.
You barely make teenage girls whimper, Howie.
Only because they cannot fathom the dread I conjure, Eddie. You play on common cliches. Your penny dreadfuls lack true horror. At best, spooky pulp.
Your best works aren't even written by you, charlatan, fraud, undead trickster.
If you feel that way, then why did you hide my work, Eddie?
Again, I say, I do not have your book.
You probably hid it because it was too scary for you.
Gah! You're an infuriating man.
What's going on here?
I didn't take his blasted book. It was his childish blighted woman.
Why don't you tell him that?
He will not listen to me. He's convinced I hid it so more people would borrow my books over his.
Nonsense. I care not for this current zeitgeist. My works are vastly superior.
He is being such a child. I am clearly the greater horror writer. I tore apart the minds of a generation with my atheistic horror.
With your atheistic rubbish.
Right, I'll have you, mate.
Come at me, you sickly twerp.
You two, stop it, or I'll put you both in some kind of supernatural slammer.
He started it.
Oh, I never. It was you and your...
I don't care who started. I'm putting a stop to it. Wave right here. And not a peep. Anyone on LinkedIn? Just got my business on a... You got a business? You got a business now? I can't say I do. Had a sore throat at the weekend. Luckily, only lasted a couple of days. Yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't linger around. I need to pick up some more Lemsip though. But I got some lozenges. Fucking Strepsils. Fucking £5 a packet. Jeez. So I think you need to call in sick tomorrow. Stay home and hunt. Oh, is that how it is? Nah, I can't. We're pretty. Oh my giddy aunt.
Wow, 16 months already?
Is it just me or did the TTS say wow really funny? Thank you so much, Mackenzie. How you doing? 16 months. I super appreciate it. Nah, but I can't call in sick tomorrow. We're short-staffed and, you know. But, yeah. I think next Wednesday, if you're available, I'm probably going to be able to, play a little bit longer, on Phasmo. Wow, with it, yeah. Wow. I got my business on, like, getting my gains on. Is that what your profile says? AB. From axes to zero oxygen, a murderer's primer. The dead person murders. Everyone's guilty. Haunted place. It kills. Lemons for every meal. Murder. The pain giver. Just quit. The kickboxing cult. Ninja zombies and other terrible crossovers. Places to die in. The quirky killings. Stabfest 7? No, 6? No, 7. I don't fucking know. The Underwhelmer. They yearn for blood. Okay, candle. These are one hell of an atmospheric fire hazard. Creepy bookshelf. This is one creepy looking bookshelf. Is that all that's happening here? Yeah, so we've already done that. Not a lot going on here otherwise. There's nowhere else to go either. Interesting. We back to the drawing board? What am I looking for then? Reading room hobby. Reception.
For health and safety reasons.
Can I get the key?
Afraid not.
Why?
For health and safety reasons.
Okay. She's not a very helpful librarian, is she? Suck a fart, Doris.
Not much going on in here. Oh, we want to speak to Enid. Excuse me. Did you steal Lovecraft's book?
He and that fellow Poe won't stop fighting over which one has the more frightful book. I took his book in the hopes it would stop their arguing.
Seems to have just made it worse.
Well, I shan't give it back until they stop their silly bickering. I just shan't.
How am I meant to stop those two fighting?
That is not my concern. You want this book? You stop their fight.
There's got to be a scarier book than theirs around here. Surely that would stop their bickering. A scarier book. What's little Devon reading? No. So it's a microfilm viewer. So remember about like sort of back in the 90s, you get like those sort of like picture viewers. You'd put film in and you'd scroll it around and see like little stills and stuff. It's one of those, but apparently we can see ghosts with it. British Idiot, welcome in. How do you do, fellow stoners? What it do? What it do? Sci-fi and fantasy. Have we got any spooky books here? Where are we gonna find a spooky book? Did I say The Witcher? But W-H-I-C-H. Maybe maybe she'll know about Why are you wearing a Viewmaster, detective? Oh, it's part of the game I'm playing. The game also involves me pretending to talk to invisible people. No need for further questions. Everything has been answered satisfactorily. Goodbye. Yeats. Yeah, Yeats doesn't want to talk to us. I met your friend, Yeats. He says you won't stop spying on him.
I find it most joyous to torment the man.
He says you want into that room you mentioned.
I do. I'm most bored here. I need something to do. Something to read.
Why not use that computer to go online?
2 words.
Safe search. Oh, right. Maybe I can find some kind of a workaround.
Please.
Just stay here and don't do anything. We need to get the password for that. Now, a Transformers toy that had a similar gimmick with a megascope or whatever. You'd see tech specs of rival Autobots. Oh, okay, that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. Microfish. 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 Hello, Sham. How you doing, mate? What's good? We got anything here? Where am I supposed to find a scary book? No, I've already read this. This dude got that's one of a heck of a view of the city. I can't say anything through this Viewmaster. I won't tell anyone if you want to take it off. I will, but not just yet. I'll just call it the sardine. Hey. Boo Boo, welcome in. Oh, gee, I won this game. I'm enjoying it so far. If you're into like point and clicks that have, you know, decent writing and are quite funny, definitely recommended so far. Okay, so how do we find a scary book then? Yeah, so we've spoken to these guys. miss some gimmicks in Transformer toys, like Automorph. What's that? I never really got into Transformers. It was never something that gravitated towards me. Or me towards it. X marks the victim. Okay. I've got glue and I feel like I'm back in... Oh, okay. You received item sticky library card. What do we need that for then? Can we give that to the receptionist? A sticky library card. Why did I do that again? I don't know. Can I have that book now? Not with this sticky no picture having cards you can't. Is this yours to read, Paul? Oh, I've read all those. The desk is missing a leg, so I'm using them to balance out the computer. Okay. From a certain angle, it looks like Dooley has crazy hair. Have you played Red String's Room yet? No. I don't even know if I own that. I'm trying to think. I feel like I saw you streaming it at some point though. You recommend it? Sticky library. I mean, that sounds a bit dodgy, doesn't it? Who needs a library card? Anyone ever tried Tabasco on popcorn? No, is it good? I like Tabasco. Oh, can we photocopy this? It's great. Nice. Well, maybe if I happen to have the two available, I'll give them a try. Oh, I just went to the floor that I was already on. So Automorph was like an automated part of the transformation, so you were transforming the toy, the legs would spin around, or the head would pop up in a dramatic reveal. Do they not make stuff like that anymore? If you like this style game, you might like it. I did play it. It's good. Nice. Well, I'll keep an eye on it. I feel like if it isn't in my library, it's probably on my wish list. I wasn't much for chili before I started eating Thai food. How'd you mean? Or is that a pun? Hi kids, welcome in. How are you doing? How are you doing? Reception. Do these guys want anything? Why do I have that? Yeah, so I'm not entirely sure how to get them to stop arguing. We need to find a scarier book, but can we move this? We put something in there? No. My muscles are crying, but other than that, I'm good. Nice. How long do you reckon it'll take for your muscles to feel normal again? I've always loved trains and trams. Not monorails though. Thinking they're better than everyone because they're up in the air. 2 to 3 days? Nice. Nice. I can't speak to these guys. Where am I gonna find a book? Is there... Oh, can I photocopy my face maybe? And put it on the library card? Is that what we can do maybe? I don't know. Yeah. Oh, up to something door. Oh shit, I just missed that first line. I didn't realize this was new dialogue. Up to something naughty, detective? Me? Oh, but I have this friend who needs to get past the library firewall. That's quite well protected, surprisingly. I think Darts was worried somebody would hack in to steal her unpublished fanfiction.
But I figured out the admin password so I can bypass the block. Want me to give it to you so you can use it too? Please. Admin password, nice, sweet. So, thanks for your help with that, Raxa. No problem. Happy to help a man of law break it. What did you need to look up anyway? Best not talk about it. I just hope it doesn't show up in the library's usage bill. God, I missed it. Where am I gonna find a book? Polly in a literal library. A specific book, a scary book. Okay, so we can go on here now. Oh, I need to drag and drop the password. I drop it. What? Really? Do I need to do it like that? Now Crowley should be able to browse to his heart's content. I'll let him know. Not before checking it first. Oh. Okay, I set it up so you should be able to browse whatever you want. No restrictions.
I'm going to look at porn now. Excellent. You may not want to stick around for this.
Right. I'll leave you to your business, so...
Shut the door on the way out.
Okay. Interesting.
Did I sense? Yes, the beast's eyes are focused elsewhere. The air is clearer now.
Well, clear is maybe not the term I'd use.
Come again, sir?
Never mind. Just don't go into that room if you can avoid it.
As you suggest.
Now, what's all this about a hidden room?
I'll share what I can. There's a place hidden behind the horror section on the 4th floor. The source of the phantasmic pollution afflicting this building is within.
How do I get in?
One of the books in the L section is a lever. Pull it and fix this. Godspeed, man.
Hear that, Dooley?
Hear what?
Oh yes, of course. We need to get to the 4th floor and open the secret room using one of the books in the L section. Wait, how'd you know all this? Intuition? If you know anything about Aleister Crowley, he's 100% looking at mega dodgy porn. Is he like the like he was like sort of involved with like the occult and shit, right? Am I thinking of the right dude? Rachie, welcome in. How are you doing? Oh, third time your internet's died? Jeez, is it just going through a funny spell, or is there something wrong with the router? Guess what turns 10 years old today? Knowing you, it's probably the Daft Punk album, Random Access Memories, right? I think I've seen that about on the internet today, right? Is that the thing? Yeah? I've still to this day not listened to that album. I've obviously heard the singles, but that's about it. Yeah, we've been talking to the dead. Yep, involved with the occult and hosted massive orgies. Oh baby. Oh baby. What? I don't know. Just never happened. Well, I mean, yeah, I downloaded the album, but I just never gave it a full listen through. You're gonna hate me. I've never actually listened to a full Daft Punk album. just never. It's never happened. Okay, so somewhere on the L section, the book Yeats mentioned is missing. I didn't know you were a fan of Lovecraft. You're looking at the Lovecraft section. Bit too godless for my tastes. I wonder if the missing book is the one Blind took. It is. I think the router is dying. I have to talk to my service provider about a replacement. It's still under. Get it sorted. Get it sorted. It might fix your issues, or it might just be the internet. I'm sorry, Daffers. I'm sure it will happen at some point. I'm always, listening to music that isn't new. Here we go. Excuse me, did you steal Lovecraft's book?
He and that Poe fellow won't stop fighting over which one is the more frightful book.
Oh, we've already did this, haven't we? Yeah. Okay. Well, we need this book to get to the secret room. So how do we get the scary book? Several metal bands and singers made songs about Aleister Crowley. How there's a Yu-Gi-Oh archetype based on Crowley. Obviously, influential person. I don't know a great deal about him. Daft Punk Discovery is a masterpiece. Daft Punk Ram is like a genius, a contraption of music. I'll eventually get around to it. So what do I do with this? Can we photocopy this, I wonder? No. Is there anything we can... I really don't want to put my face on there, but I really need a picture of myself. Exactly, that's what I was saying. The things I do for this job. There we go. So now we slap it on there. This is going to be the least convincing fake ID I've seen in all my years as a cop. Okay. Oh, I've heard Mr. Crowley by Ozzy. I never really thought that it was about him though. That's Crowley's book of lore contained Aeon of Horus. The book declared that its followers should do what Val wilt and seek to align themselves with their true will through the practice of sex magic. A man of culture. I looked through the Steam Workshop of Darkest Dungeon and it's all big titty anime girls. I feel like that probably applies to most things that have Steam Workshop. Here we go. I'd like to borrow that book you're reading. You need a library card to borrow books. Like this one? Oh. Well then, here you go, Paul. Paul? My name is Paul, like it says on the card. My card. Paul. Trashy novel. Milo Stevenson's reverse vampire novel, Guy-Light. Even holding it makes me ill. So maybe this is gonna be the book that they're sex magic is the best magic.
Is this my book? No, it's not. What is it?
The most horrific novel ever written, and it's not written by either of you.
Let me see that.
Teenage girl, blah blah blah. Reverse vampire, blah blah. Love story.
Sounds terrifying.
Its mere existence gives me shivers. Do you agree it's more horrific than your works? Will you stop squabbling? Agreed?
Agreed.
Can you believe something so hideous exists?
Can you believe it's so popular?
Stoker must be turning in his grave.
Hope the poor chap doesn't know.
Well, they're gone now. Back to finding the book that opens this lever, I guess. Cool. Sweet. Let's go to Enid. I've gotten them to agree on the scariest book. Can I have that novel now?
Good. I don't see why you'd want this vile thing, but I did promise. Here.
You were on this kid's illusion, detective. Okay. There goes nothing. I seem to fit with a curious clicking sound. Alright, let me pull this and... hidden room. Well, there's the hidden door Yeats and Crowley we were talking about. Creepy doorways are a recurring motive I'm not too fond of. Let me guess, staying here to cover me again? You got it in one, detective. Try to avoid getting knocked out this time. What is all this? Magica?
Aleister Crowley's Guide to the Popular Wizard Game, The Gnostic's Guide to Ghouls and Ghosts, Rituals for Modern Rituals. These are all contraband occult books. This is quite the nasty treasure trove. Why didn't I know about this stuff? The Necronominon, a cyclopean cookbook. 100 ways to get ritual stains out of your carpets. A brief history of time magic. The art of pentagram drawing. Are you off, Rex? Well, it was good to see you. Hope you had a good time. Have a good evening and have a good Thursday tomorrow. See you later. Those loose wires seem to run to the roof. Normal library fare, this. Oh, I got a skull. Cool. Baseball cap. What a strange thing to find here. A small hole. I don't fit, but maybe I could drop something down to see where it lands. The periodic table of secret magic elements. Shelley. So, what are you doing here?
Like the moth to a flame, I am drawn to the eldritch energies emitted from this book. I like spooky books and electricity. I even lit candles to up the spook factor.
Okay. Drop the skull into the... I hope this works. Now to find where that landed. Hopefully without having caused any damage.
Yes, again, more destruction, more chaos.
I think I'll just go see where that skull landed instead. Okay, well we know that there was a vent in the children's section, so let's go there. Mary Shelley, the most goth lady ever. She a real person? I never heard of her.
What's all this noise? I can't hear myself read.
So, kid, what do you know about the other side of that vent?
I didn't mean to do it.
Do what?
I was lonely, so I went exploring. I found all these neat new books, but the one I read was scary and I ran off. Then the ghosts arrived, but I like them, because now I have friends. See, he meant no harm.
Troublemaker, arrest him. Breaking and entering.
Into your room of illegal books. Let's say both set of charges cancel each other out. Only if you get rid of the ghosts and find him somewhere else to go in once in a while. I read that terribly. You can join me in the Blood Wolves. Blood Wolves? The mayor stopped paying the dib tax, so we had to change from scouts. You okay with that, kid?
Sure.
That's great. But back to the task at hand. We need to stop energy flowing into the building and into that book. I need to get to the lightning conductor on the roof. Here, have the key. Oh, she wrote Frankenstein. Got it. Dooley, we're going to the roof. But it's raining outside. Okay, I'm gonna grab a drink, guys. I'm got a dry mouth. BRB. Oh. What the shit happened there, fam? What the... Oh, I still have the baby. An old age pensioner, what, just like... falling out of the window. It's cold, okay? It's cold. It's not made me popular community figure, no. But I don't need the validation of these small town losers. I'm Ransom the fucking clown. I was on the fucking Tonight Show. I'm fucking great.
Okay. What do you know about Chuck?
Chuck? As in Chuck, my factory's
Okay. It is. Awesome. It looks stuttery when I'm looking. Well, that's a bit shit. Oh, that's a bit sad. I'm gonna teabag you both. Oh, hello there. Oh my god, fuck that. Why don't you? That's new to me. That's goddamn new to me. That's a big no thanks from me, bruh. Bruh. Oh. That's also a big no thanks from me. I suppose we want to find another box. I'm looking at you. I'm not looking at you. Oh, I am looking at you. I don't have the bits, but oh, hello. Oh. Fucking hell, what is that monster? Hello there. Hope we get the goofy clip. Did you get the goofy clip?
Oh, man.
Aw. Wait, you saying oh man because I'm back? And also she kept her husband's calcified heart in a drawer on her desk with Mary Shelley? That's pretty metal. No goofy, huh? We didn't get it. Oh, we'll get him next time. Here is a goddamn mess. Okay, so we go to this floor and then we go out here. I really hoped it wouldn't come to this. Here we go. Many clips of you running around in Resident Evil 8. Did I do a lot of running around? It's not a mess. It's just the way it should be. What, a mess? I suppose I've already ducked out of one room in this case. You know I played that card too soon. You did, buddy. You did. More of that wiring from the secret room and it leads to the roof. Do you need me to go all the way up there? Scare the heights? No. Yes. The energy seems to be coming from here, but it's too powerful to go near. This is one heck of a light show. Oh my god. Strange long clips of you just walking. Really? What, like, with no context? You do occasionally get, like, just weird, like, contextless clips. Are those, like, when people accidentally push the clip button, or are they just trying to, like, overpopulate the BRB section with rubbish? No context, best clip. In some cases, yeah. But if nothing interesting's happening, then no. Get down as soon as possible. Looks like the circuit is connecting the book downstairs to this aerial. Guess I should break that circle, then wire the arrow to the lightning rod so the power has somewhere to go. Okay. Oh, so we want to go there? I can't do anything with this.
How do I move stuff? Oh, that made me jump. Oh, it is a fucking slime block puzzle. Ugh.
Big head.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Nah. 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 Wait a minute. Whoever suggested this game to you hates you. Nah, I'm sure it'll be alright. I'm sure we'll be fine. Only mildly traumatized. Best puzzle ever, yep. Don't I know it. Can we swap these out somehow? Yeah, that's it. There we go. Hey, babba da booba boob. Easy. Ouch, my hand.
Look, detective, the storm is dying out. Imagine that.
Okay, we should be able to close the book now. Got lucky. We got lucky. Typo, how's it going? MOG Pro Plus Gaming.
Now that the sky's cleared up, it's quite a nice night.
That seems to have done it. Now to go close that book. What are you looking at? Lurking up there behind the storm. Trixie Moon. Big Brian. Now we need more games of harder slime block puzzles in them. Do you know any? We've played a few. Oh, we're not going. Oh yeah, we are going in there. All the ghosts are gone. And I made that way too strong. Oh. Trunk's filled, detective. No, I don't see why we had to take all those books. Dooley, they're contraband. Heavy contraband. We have an agreement then, Dars.
You don't find me for having the books. I don't sue the kid for entering the vault. I go back to business, sans haunting.
You should also get that wiring fixed.
Fine.
Come on, Dooley. Let's get back to the office.
See you at camp, Mr. Dooley.
See you there, Devon. Case closed. Easy. The room. Is there slime block puzzles in the room? You're not selling it. You're not selling it to me, Poopy. You're not selling it. I know I own it, but you're not selling it. Disorient Express. Dooley has called me to the subway station to deal with an emergency. There's all kind of puzzles, but is there specifically any sliding block puzzles? A multitude of puzzles, Polly. Well, there are games called Slide Block on Steam. Don't know how good it is, but it... Oh, if it's exclusively, then no.
Detective, you're here.
I came as soon as you called. What's the case?
Case? No, I just needed a ride. Station's closed.
Closed?
Yeah, some spooky train is blocking the platform. Anyway, let's go. Let's Joe.
How's it going, Joe? Only thing you need to know is Vamp is gonna go bananas if you play it. Yep, he's gonna hate me. He's gonna hate me. A spooky train?
Yep, spooky train. Anyway, we better get going or we'll be late to work.
Dooley, it's a spooky train. We're the Darkside division. Do you not think
I try not to. That's detective work.
Let's go have a look then.
Fine. But if we miss the free donuts at work, you're buying. Are you sure we can't just go to work? I need to get my morning nap in. Let's get on with this waste of time, nothing happening here investigation then.
I can't say I'm surprised to find that something strange is happening here. Let's go.
Looks like a yodeling face. Cops is dumb. Not as dumb as your grammar, kid.
Yeah, kid.
Ticket machine. Seems to be working, but I've no cash. Time to put this badge to work and make use of my police privileges.
Do you think the subway, do you use the subway often?
Nope. Before we had the squad car, I tended to take taxis.
Snap.
What?
What?
Did you say something just then?
What? Me?
No. No.
Sorry, detective. The bar is broken. We have to crawl under it.
Can't we at least jump over?
Nope. The insurance for jumping was too high. We're only cleared for a slow crawl.
Being a cop is nothing like television promised it would be. Busker.
Unky Sam, no one you to know about the truths I'm here to show. So it makes me frown when I smell a pig and his dumb sidekick. Some man come to shut me down.
Sidekick isn't a word.
Poetic license. Pig.
Okay. Now you sound like Dusty from Futurama. Dusty.
Dusty, the janitor.
Oh, I've got to do a ghost voice again. Do you have a ticket, sir? Who are you? Trains conductor, sir. Right. You look a tad ghostly, sir. That I do. That I do. Are you a ghost? Not at all, sir. Ghosts are blue, for one, as they can't be seen, not without the proper equipment. No, we're from the Darkside. Then what are you doing here? Train stuck, sir. I'm doing my job to keep the passengers safe while it gets rectified. Rectified? Yes, sir. I'm sure those boys from the Brightside Division are looking into it right now. Brightside Division? Brightside Division. Right. Why are you here? As I said, sir, train's stuck. Not sure what caused it. Likely a problem with the track, sir. Would have to see inside the control rooms to be sure, but I can't leave my post here. Take it? Thought not. I'm afraid I have to ask you solids to leave. Did you just call us solids? Certainly not, sirs. Wouldn't be throwing around language like that. Come back anytime, sir. Okay. I want you to meet a ghost called Jeff so you can appropriately use, hello, name of Jeff. Name of Jeff. Eerie train. There's something about this green, transparent, and eerie train that suggests it's not meant to be here.
See, it's just spooky. Generically spooky. Nothing special about it. Let's go get donuts.
Dooley, it's glowing.
Maybe it's pregnant?
I'd wonder if this camera caught any useful footage. I can see that the working light is painted on.
Why do we have a bone room? Or why do they have a bone room?
That's a spanner, not a bone. Why would they have a bone room? What even is a bone room, Dooley?
That's a conversation you need to have with your parents, detective.
I was thinking the same thing. Dooley does just want donuts. Take a picture of it. Oh, it's the bone. We found the bone. Janitor got a plunger, but without the plungy bit. So, a stick then? I've got a stick. A bone. Yeah, we do have a bone room in Phasmo. Got a whole skeleton now, I think. Control room bin. There seems to be something in here. I got a receipt. What does this say? Oh, it's a ghost receipt. A glowing green receipt that says for pickup. Can't read much else on it. Maybe we can hand that to the dude. Oh, drip. And that water smells funky. It's sewer water, Dooley. That's no excuse for poor hygiene. Control room. The control room is locked. For now. Dooley. Oh, come on, detective. You know as well as I do how these things going on. Oh, how these things go, rather. Ooh, spending money, very scary. In this day and age, in this economy, yeah. Toilets. Oh, look, there's a rat. Now it's gone. Need to get my eyebrows plucked. Cubicle. Spooky hoverer. Oh, he's called Shaq. Hi there. Oh, sorry. The door was unlocked. Yeah. Lock's broke. And I have no feet to hold it against it. Right. Well, I'll leave you to it. Whoa, hold up, Daddy-O. I'm in a bit of a funky situation. Maybe you could help me out? What is it? Store has no toilet paper, Daddy-O. And I'm a cat that needs him some. Yeah, sure. Sure, we can look. I'm in a bit of a bind, Daddy-O. What on earth is that? Is that the thing from, what's that Day of the Tentacles? Not sure, but I think we should send it back to wherever it came from. No use. You could say that it's an intentacle on staying where it is. Eh? I had to find something to push it down with. A stick, maybe? My gut says no on this one. Okay. We need to play Day of the Tentacle again. I enjoyed that game. That's some lazy graffiti. I was putting more effort when taking the subways. What? You heard me. Narc. Can we use the handle on the... Don't sit down. Unless you want to. I'm not gonna judge. Creepy or not, nobody deserves to be stranded without toilet paper. He says, taking the toilet paper. That noise reminds me of my career since I was assigned to the Darkside division. Oh, guess he doesn't like working in the Darkside division. Point and click games always reference, yes they do. Yes they do. Or maybe do. People pay good money for things shaped like that for their bumholes. They most certainly do. Oh, that's still too strong. Oh, but it's soothing on the throat. Okay, so we can give Daddy-O this toilet paper. Here you go, guy. Sorry to leave you hovering for so long. Far out, Daddy-O. Here, take this coin as thanks. I got an occult coin. An evil-looking coin, about the size of a quarter. I don't feel comfortable with any of this. You and I both, Daddy-O. Whatever happens in here, detective, don't cross the streams. mean, most of us could experience what being left without toilet paper would have felt like in 2020. Oh yes, oh yes. Weird. Oh no, we're gonna run out of toilet paper and we're not gonna be able to access toilet paper. Here we are in 2023 with toilet paper. Any idea what this is?
I know what it's not, sir. It's not a ticket onto this train. Sorry, sir, but passage to this train cannot be bought. Well, I mean to say that it can be, just not from me.
Okay, so maybe if we put the coin into the ticket machine. There's not a chance in hell that this will work. Oh, right. Of course. The train ticket I purchased with the strange coin that Darkside gave me. Doesn't feel right to me. Okay. Silly mortals fighting over toilet paper while I strolled casually with 5 copies of the Telegraph. Makes sense. Makes sense. The problem was exclusively located to Australia for most parts since they need to import. And yet everyone was panicking. I don't know. Here you go, 1 ticket.
Fine. On you go then, I suppose.
If it was 1 ticket, why were we both let on? We got a hippie gal and a party guy. Let's talk to... Oh, and Granny. Let's talk to party guy first. I like your glasses. I don't know what that is. Is that... What is that?
They're my party goggles.
On your way to a party?
Always Link. Every place is party place when I have my goggles on. And I always have my goggles on. Even here now. We party on the train.
Okay. Well, hello there.
Hiya!
Where you off to?
I was on my way to San Francisco, obviously. But then we got stuck here. This place is terrifying.
How so?
Well, for a start, there's not a single screaming beast in the sky. Nobody is being followed by shadow men, and nothing is on fire. Nothing.
Maybe you're not the girl for me. Natty Dooley? Is that you?
Sorry, Daddy. I'm Granny Gooley. You do look like my little Patrick, though.
My name's Patrick, too.
Did you also like games of I Spy as a child?
I did.
I spy with my little eye the coming of the end, the world eating itself, and rivers of gore flooding the streets.
I don't know this version of the game.
Oh, seeing the end times was little Patrick's favorite.
Okay. Nanageddon. That's an episode of The Mighty Boosh, right? I feel like it is, right? Or am I chatting shit? Dyer's Russian, maybe? I don't know. Ah, a Darkside portal. It is. Got it. It appears we found our #1 suspect for all these strange goings on. You have the right to remain silent when questioned. Anything you say or do may be... Dooley, what are you doing? Reading its rights? And how exactly do you intend to arrest it? With my handcuffs. Obviously. Top max for enthusiasm, Dooley. Okay. Polly, have you seen the video of the girl summoning her inner demon with the force of bottled water? Probably not. What are you getting at? Do you know a series who enjoyed their nanas? I don't know. Do I? What are you getting at? Speaking of Mighty Boosh, you ever seen that? I've seen some skits of Auntie Donna, but I've not watched like all of it. Batman, no. Oh, fuck's sake. Detective McQueen. Oh. Looks like the Purple Rift has an accomplice. I'm gonna need a second pair of handcuffs. Good shit. Bicky Man is good. Who's Bicky Man? So I'm not that well versed in Auntie Donna, but I know like some stuff, but not much. Auntie McScream. Agent McScream, fuck's sake. You look familiar. Does the fire recognize the flame? Does the darkness recognize the shadow? Does the storm recognize the wind? Rain? Damn it, man. I've lost my train of thought. So you're an agent here, huh? We are all agents of the never-ending hunt. Servants of the crawling death void. Ministers of the world's cruelty. Well, I'm happy you're doing okay for yourself. Thanks. It's been a lot of hard work and late nights at the office. Any idea what's going on? Interlopers, fiends, fleshy monstrosities. Things that should not have come to pass. Tracks of chaos intertwine. So not much of an idea right now then. No. So, receding hairline. How's that treating you? Oh, is that a video? How long's the video? The end comes for us all. Entropy is a cruel mistress. Yeah, let's hope it's from growing up in this weird hill. 15 seconds, huh? Okay. Ah, it's a stinky whatever these are called, shorts. Shorts, fucking eat my shorts. Has anyone noticed that their like YouTube subscriptions are just like populated with shorts now, and it just looks horrible? Like I've got to like scroll through fucking shorts to get to the actual decent videos now. Let's have a look. There's probably a way to filter it. I don't go onto YouTube that much nowadays, apart from uploading shit. Let's have a look.
I can't do it. My tummy hurts. I can't do it. My tummy hurts.
Fucking hell. What were they doing? Were they doing some sort of challenge? How long is this video? Oh, the Auntie Donny. Auntie Donny. I don't want to watch anything too long right now. Sprite challenge. What's the Sprite challenge? I best be going. We'd all be best be going to the places we would best be at. Yeah. This is one heck of a light show they've got going on down here. Dooley, they're portals to the dark side. We're in the dark side right now. Of course it's dark. We're underground. That's probably why they've lit it up like this. 2 minutes isn't long, but like, I don't know. I can't like see chat for those 2 minutes, so I'd rather not. If it's anything like that, just slap it on Discord. Finally, somebody in authority. Hey. Sorry, guy, but you don't know any more than the rest of us. Hi, detective. What's going on? Raxa? Why are you here? Getting the train home from college? Then we got diverted to wherever this is. Well, we're on the case now, so get comfortable. He means... No, yeah, I get it. Let me know if I can help at all. Will do. Any updates, detective? Still investigating, Raxa. Okay, well, if I could be of help, just let me know. Headphones. Hello? Do-da-dee. Wonder if he even knows what's going on. Fire extinguisher. In case of fire, pray somebody has refilled the extinguisher. They have not. Conductor. Stay back, monster. Whoa, calm down. Sorry. Thought you were him. Him? The intense man in the tunnel who threatens to arrest and or eat anyone who gets off the train. Arrest or eat? Yep. I'm not sure who chooses. What's going on here? You're not really him. I don't really know what happened. We left the last station on time, then some weird lights flashed and now we're here. Wherever here is. Who's this man you keep talking about? He looks a bit like you. Only not. I don't know now that I see you. Properly see you. He stalks about outside this train, sniffing for clues and snarling when he sees us. Has he hurt anyone so far? Thankfully, no. Seems more menacing than dangerous. If you need anything else, I'll be here. Sorry about the mix-up earlier. Who's Waster? Ooh, is that a... Waster. Hey, dude. We've been on this train for ages. What's going on? I'm afraid, because I keep seeing floating green people. I'm not at liberty. I think I indulged too much this morning. You probably shouldn't tell me that. I'm an officer of the law. Far out, dude. Never mind. I sounded like Joe. If you find yourself in a parallel dimension, please stay in the carriage. An oddly useful warning. I should probably stay here with these people. Make sure they're okay. You're tired from walking through the tunnels, aren't you? Stop using your Sherlock powers on me. Ghost cop. Now then. You look like one of those living folk we've got plotting about the place right now. Officer Dooley? Name's Ghoulie, chief of the Brightside division. Brightside? Division. Specialists. Deal with threats from your neck of the woods, so as to speak. My neck of the woods? The other world. That which from whence you came, son. I surmise from your appearance that you're a detective, albeit one down on his luck. Hey. I presume that being on the case, you've crossed over to the investigate your world's version of this situation. I am. Can you help? No, son, I cannot. This isn't your jurisdiction. You should leave this to us professionals and have take care of our train back in your own world. Shouldn't you look into that? Jurisdiction, son. Seems like a concept beyond a dangerous maverick such as yourself. Maybe I should slap you behind bars. Ponky, hello, how you doing, man? How you doing? Chief Ghoulie. Give me one good reason why I don't arrest you this second, son. I'd rather you didn't. F you up.
Off you up then. Only McScreeve and me is allowed in, and you ain't us.
Okay. Get out of Polly's feeling ill. Need to go get some rest, Darwin. Get some rest. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you had a good time, and I hope you feel better tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Smell you later. We can go to platform. We got Busker.
Sing me a song, buddy.
What? You're the busker, not me.
That's how buskers work here, you tourist.
Okay. I just saw Malignant and liked it. It's such a goofy film though, but it's super fun. I enjoyed it as well. Like conceptually it's just bonkers and just like the action in it. Yeah, it's a fun film. When you're gonna watch Blood and Honey, don't do it apparently.
This is a restricted area. Classified personnel only.
I feel like I need to do some sort of voice for this.
Are you classified personnel? No, I did not think so. On account of myself and McStream being the only ones who is. So unless you is one of us, I suggest you step back, son. Step back.
Okay. Is it the worst film you've ever seen, Booby? Is this machine crying? I don't know, should it be? A dark patch of fuzzy mold. I think it's looking at me. You receive fuzzy mold. Okay. We're gonna head off for the night. Thanks to Stream Polly. Take it easy, Heart. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you had a good time. Have a good first day tomorrow. Smell you later, mate. What have I done? What have I done? There we go. Come get me from the station, he said. Routine, he said. Ass. Given how little I know about this place, about how this place works, they could sell costumes or turn you into one. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fucking Guybrush. Amaze your friends, surprise your enemies, confuse real pirates with this inefficient pirate ensemble. Comes with a free press ganging. Biker outfits, so is that gonna be what's the biking one from the same I don't know. Be a badass biker. Bike not included. Are you still a biker without a bike? Be a badass walker. Assuming your ass is bad. Either in the dangerous sense or the missing a buttock way, you're cool. Full throttle, that's the one. Still been meaning to play that one. Did you write these adverts yourself?
Oh, sir. Came that way. Came that way, sir. Good words, ain't they, sir?
Okay. Is it Simon the Sorcerer? Is that who that one is? The snarky teenage wizard is welcome anywhere. Well, not so much welcomed as he'll turn up and then he'll be there, and it's almost as much hassle to get rid of him as it is to just leave him be. That's my usual party vibe anyway. So 2 thumbs up from me. Punk wig. Dress like a punk or a road warrior from the future. Or you could wear this and be I don't know, a carrot. Well, I'm convinced. If you look like this man, this might be a mirror. Also, you may be wanted by the police for questioning. Wig and mustache. What's this one? Looks normal enough to me.
Normal, sir? Why, that's the very pillar summers are built on, sir. A friend and mentor to those in need, a shoulder to cry on, a person who live in a wood hut with no air conditioning, the legendary camp counselor, sir.
Nobody would buy that as a camp counselor.
Oh, but they do, sir. It's the mustache, sir. Shows them to be rugged wildermen suited for the rough and tumble life of camp counselor, not for the timid folk like you and I, sir. No, sir. Not for the shop vendors and coat warmers, no.
Okay.
Sir, I'll ask you mighty nice naught but once. Keep your sausage fingers from my money box.
And
Invisible person? Welcome, sir. It's, that is to say, me and it's and I's pleasure to welcome you to Costume Shop. So that is the name. Your broken sign wasn't very clear. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, my old fella said. And if it is broken, maybe don't fix it anyway. He dad. Very practical man he was. How can I aid you, sir? Trying to intimidate your direct superior at work? Hoping to wow a six-armed lover? Tired of looking like a hobo? Hey. That's our motto. Whatever your shame, Spider's got you covered. Sausage fingers? Any relation to salad fingers? Quite possibly. Indecipherable blocks. Coming soon to a fitter near you. Bits box. It's full of ones and zeros. How would anyone wear these? Says sir while wearing a brown bin bag. Come on, guy. This is a nice coat. And they say the customer is always right. Okay. I don't think there's much else going on in here for time being. Debris. Most of the Darkside city appears to be in the ruin. What horrors could possibly make the news here? Mayor points off camera. Burning barrel.
Help! I'm on fire!
What? What on...
I'm a burning trash barrel. I'm meant to be on fire, you gonk. Oh, look at your face. Brilliant.
I'm not even... What the fuck? Nope, I'm not talking to that jerk. Okay. So is that all that's going on here? It hurts my eyes to look. We look at the dragon. What the hell was that? I got an achievement for looking at the dragon. Don't talk to him, he's a garbage fire. Okay, is that all that's going on here? Okay. Trains do not run on time, they run on fuel. Trains will also be late. Some things are universal, I suppose. Okay. I thought there was more places I'd be able to go over here, but oh well. We're not allowed there. Oh, I wonder if we can use the Oh, can I use that? I need to find something to complete. Oh, okay. Maybe we need to do something in there then. I'd settle for late these days compared to not even running. Here. Can I buy that? Nah. Ah. One tick, sir. Miss Biscotti. I does beg your pardon, miss. I should have known. Obvious to me now it is. I'll get your items for you now, miss. Oh, yes, thanks. And here you go, miss. One swim cap. Thanks, I guess. What a swimming cap. An almost skin-colored swimming cap. Now I guess I can dress up as Agent McScream whenever I want. So now we can talk to the other guy. Yay? If I wore this, I'd look like a poor man's Agent McScream. It's crappy stunt double. So I guess we go down here. Time to try this. Can't bring myself to call it a disguise. Time to try whatever this is out, I guess.
Do you think, son, I've not seen my fair share of disguises? This one is particularly poor, what with it partially made up some fungus and you lacking a certain floaty, transparent quality. Well, it was worth a shot. It was. I guess that agent I was sent was so innovative. I tell you what, son, in you go. Maybe you can solve this thing after all. What about jurisdiction? Jurisdiction. Paperwork upper solution. I don't know how I'm supposed to be reading that. Now off you up before I change my mind. Right, thanks. Okay, so we can go this way now. The control room's open this side. Looks like he hung in there for too long. Key rack. Who doesn't like having keys? Is that gonna open the key rack on the other side? A rack for keys. Currently keyless. A note saying, she loathes me, she loathes me not. Nice healthy relationship. All systems operating correctly. Everything seems to be working correctly here. Let's not touch anything in case I change that. So is it going to be our side maybe? It's full of pictures of you. Me?
Un forastero!
Beer? Welcome in, Beer. How you doing? How you doing, guys? Thank you so much for the raid. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How was your stream and what were you playing tonight? Playing a game where a tiny pixel man looks in a trash can like a oh, is that the new like Yakuza game? If I'm not mistaken. Is it good? Did you have a good time? This is what I do when I get ready. I just ask a buttload of questions. Usually the same one. At pictures of you. I'm doing great. Yes, it's a samurai spin-off. Is it good? We're playing Darkside Detective. It's a cool little point-and-click game. I'm enjoying it so far. It's funny. I saw some footage of that game the other day. It looks awesome. What kind of gameplay is it? What's going on in the toilet here? Looking good, Frankie. I think you've let yourself go. Shut up, Reflection. Wait, what? It's nailed shut. Growling, scratching, banging on door. Ugh. I hope that barn holds. Okay. This place looks familiar. Either that's a clue or there is one lazy artist hanging around here. Huh. The water goes both clockwise and counterclockwise here. Having a lot of fun. Yes, you recognize the characters from the Yakuza games and the gameplay is also more or less the same. Nice. So it's generally doing quite well at the moment, like in terms of like how it's being received. Oh, there's nothing in here. Seems to be something stuck in there. That's better. Thanks. I mean, flush. Oh, I've got a plunger head, so now we can make a plunger. The ultimate accessory in toilet debungification. Nice. Okay, so I guess we can go and flush the technical down on the other one. The mini games and bonds are a mechanic that reminds you. I've not played Fist of the North Star. Is it good, or is that a game? There's nothing in the bin. Okay, so I guess we can go to the other side now. What's that you have there? It smells of evidence to me. But you shall not take it beyond this place. Unless I have to put this key back until I find some other way to get it past him. Okay, so the key we can take. Alright, so where can we hide the key then? In the plunger? No. Can I swallow the key? Can I flush the key down, I wonder? And it will get sent to the other side, perhaps. I feel like I should investigate this toilet further before feeding it keys. Did you just say flush?
No.
You definitely did. I'm a detective. I don't miss things like talking toilets.
You got me. I can talk. Big whoop.
Just do your business, move on. I ain't breaking no laws, cop. I'm okay, thanks. I'm talking toilet, eh? I thought I had a crappy job.
Cut me a break. It pays the bills. Besides, I got dreams, man. Gonna be a star.
Dreams?
Gonna be a comedian, man. Wanna hear a joke?
As long as they're not too crappy.
Everyone's a comedian. Forget it, man.
Can we plunge him?
Get that away from me.
Okay, that's not happening. Yakuza games are usually one of the safer bets you can have. They're really good, with the exception of 1 or 2 games where the story does seem a little stretched. Which ones would you say that aren't that good in the series? Fist of the North Star is really good. It deviates from the story of the manga. Oh, so it's based on a manga, but the gameplay and original story is really well done. Visuals are also really good. The style makes you think of JoJo. I know what that is, I think. I'm not really much of a anime manga person, but you know. And the game is made by the studio that makes the Yakuza games. Nice.
Nosh.
Okay, so okay, can we pop that down there? I think I'll find its way to the other side without a guide. Can we? Nothing to plunge here. Did someone say anime? Oh man, my throat is sore. Gonna be regretting this in the morning. Okay, so how are we gonna conceal this key? Can we just put the key back for the time being? Someday you'll be mine, little key. Oh yes, you will be mine. Okay, let's go back, use the plunger, and then go from there, I suppose. Can we speak to you? Nah, nothing new, nothing new. Patty, how's it going? Polly's got some anime games. No, I don't. Shh. Yakuza 3 felt a bit like they were eking out the plot. But it was still a really enjoyable game. The others are pretty solid. How many are there at this point? Like 6 or 7? Okay, can we go through here? Yes, we can. Alright, let's go to the toilet. There we go. Right, you little sucker.
Sucker. Tentacles. Very good. I should be helping, shouldn't I? 8 or 9. Jeez.
I wonder where the wee... Oh, wait, no, I've written the wrong voice. I wonder where the wee fella is now. Oh, is that all there was? I wonder if that has, like, cleared the path now. Can we use it on this? My gut says no on this one. Okay. Is there anything in this one? Nothing to plunge here. Okay. Nothing to speak to him about. Where are we going? Maybe we can take the keys now and flush them to the other side. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but it might. It might. There's my little wriggly buddy. So this is where I send you, eh? So we can give him the key and hold on to this for me, will you, buddy? When I plunge you, Dave, remember that I plunge you with love. There you go. Alright, let's go back. Let's go in. Let's go this way. should have access to the key now. Toilets. Tentacles just a Dave's just a classic name, isn't it? Can't go wrong with it. Thanks, Dave. Did you name the tentacle Dave? Don't be jealous, Dooley. You're still my favorite. Huh. Oh, you want a yo, do you? After work call came in, so I hope nothing spooks you. Oh, nothing can spook me, Mackenzie. Log away, though. Log away. Let's get this yo on the road. Oh no, that's not the yo button. That's the go button.
Yikes forever.
Yeah. You did that a little prematurely. Yo. Damn you. Ugh. The Love Plunger is a good nickname for your little chap. The Love Plunger. Oh my god. I didn't do that on purpose, actually. I did not. Okay, so I'm guessing we can open the control room and put an end to this. Oh no, wrong one. That seems to have worked. Let's see what's behind the door number 2.
What? How'd you get in? Tim knocked that door from the inside.
This is your handiwork, I take it.
I shouldn't have fired old Tam for sleeping on the job. Told him he did. His black magic classes started at midnight and ran through. Morning shifts ain't for old Tam. Every sleeper he is.
Book him, Dooley.
I left my book at the station. Can I use these handcuffs instead? People will think twice about firing old Tam now.
I'll think twice about hiring you too.
Wait, what?
Get out of here, guy. I've seen what happens if you hang on for too long.
What are you talking about?
I've seen things, Dooley. Stop going through the trash. An unexpected but strangely relevant note. Looks like this place was the scene of some occultic goings on. The cinnamon candles remind me of Christmas, though, which is nice.
Old Tam was always was fun at Christmas. Papa used to buy us old trains and Mama gave us voodoo dolls. Magical time of year.
Okay, let's see what's on the computer. Virus detected, huh? We gotta eject the disk. An old floppy disk popped out. This must be how the virus was installed. Could prove useful. This is some bad hoodoo. Tam must have installed an occult virus on the controls that's causing all these problems. How do we, So we got a cut his disk. So maybe we put the disk in the other side, maybe? I don't know. There's nothing left to inject. Okay, so maybe we have to do the old swap. Perhaps, I don't know. 3.5 inches of innuendo-laden evil.
Tam ain't never gonna tell you how to fix that. It's just legacy.
Stay here, Dooley, and make sure this guy doesn't get away.
But then how is old Tam meant to escape?
That's the point.
Well, that ain't fair.
Seems that's the last of the sweet, sweet janitor car goodies. Oh, there's not a regular virus, just an occult virus yet. Oh, thanks, but I don't want to go. Oh, we don't need to go back out there, huh? Oh, but we can give it to her. Rax, I think you can. Think you can make any sense of this? Let me see. Oh, this is an occult virus. Yeah, I think it's to blame for all that's going on. I can probably talk you through how to make an antivirus on my machine. That's what I was hoping for. Thanks. So what do I do?
You need to clean the infection disk sectors. Sounds easy. Not so easy. It's a virus, so each sector you clean will infect those around it. You can also lure the virus from infected sectors onto clean ones, cleaning the infected areas. Why would I do that? To beat the virus, you have to make sure it has nowhere to hide. That will involve tricking it. This sounds harder than I was expecting. Don't worry, I've made a backup. Just hit reset if you need to roll back so you can start again. Thanks. Okay, let's do this. Well, I'll have to go to... Take it easy, Beer. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your evening and have a good Thursday tomorrow. See you later. Until next time. So, okay. Oh, that got me. Hello, Kratz. Hello, Kratz. How you doing? Oh no, we don't want a full one. I'm not very good at these. Just gotta hit a bunch of random buttons until we eventually get it. That's how this works, right? Easy, easy. So, boy, is this better or worse than the SBP? What's SBP again? Why do I not recognize that abbreviation? The strat has been working for you. Yeah, just randomly brute forcing puzzles. Okay, great. And you sure this will work? Sure is a strong word when dabbling with the occult, but I think so, yeah. Well, if it does, the city owes you big time. Really? Because I'm only on this train due to a mountain of parking tickets. Oh, slide and blow up. I got it. Nah, it was definitely easier, but I don't know. I suppose they both kind of require the same sort of level of strategy. That's not where I need to be right now. We need to go in here. Uploading antivirus now. That's the end of that chapter. Great work, detective. You got the trains moving again. Dooley, you understand what just happened here, right? No. Let's get this guy to the cells.
Yeah, how you gonna get me there? Train ain't running.
We just talked about how that was fixed. Were you listening? Plus, we have this car.
This has not been a good day for Tam.
Case closed. Oh, yeah. Case 5 already. Oh, case 4 rather. Wait a minute. Did I do the wrong one? Today is my day away from cases to catch up on paperwork. Really? Oh, a police force, yeah. You ready? My throat's giving me trouble. You ready, detective? Huh? For McNugget's retirement party. The caterers arrived with the cake. Grab your gift and let's go. Gift? Thought you'd forget.
Don't worry, I put your name on my gift. It's from us. Okay. This computer has been with me since the beginning. The budget will allow for an upgrade. My notes from open cases. The downtown ghoulie man. A possibly undead flasher. Mirror Jane. A woman appearing in mirrors to other women who look exactly like her. Lichen toupee. A wig made from werewolf hair, which turns others into werewolves when worn. Maybe that should be werewolves. This is my life now. I really like the length of the cases in this. Keeps you interested but doesn't. Yeah, I feel like they're good lengths, good bite-sized chunks. My folders of weird goings on in Twin Lakes. This was a gift from my old mentor, Sergeant McDesk. My trusty coat goes of everything from shirt and tie to sports. Oh man, I've got hiccups. Or a slight hiccup then. Sportswear. Radio. Oh. Dick Brickman.
This is Twin Lakes FM featuring me, Dick Brickman, bringing you Dick Brickman Presents the Weather with me, Dick Brickman. It's raining. Tune in later for me, Dick Brickman, presenting Dick Brickman's Tricky Cakes, featuring me, Dick Brickman.
Okay. When all this Darkside stuff is put to bed, I'm going to see the whole world. I actually don't know what's in these. The keys were lost before this became my office. What's in the bin? My various attempts to file reports for the things I've seen. Hurry up! Cake! Dick Brickman is Don Duman's older brother. What's going on with this bust ceiling fan? Why is this broken? Maybe the motor is bust. I'll have a look at this later. Oh, I've got a fan motor. Okay, cool. In other news, my name is Jeff. So face the mind. I can't talk today. You voiced the main character in a game where you play as a wandering Ronin on PS1. Who are we talking about? A glass of cold, refreshing. Nope, this is warm and oddly colored. I don't remember this place being so run down. Nothing beats that first cup of coffee. If only had a slice of pie to go with it. Coffee, yay. McKing's office. Fancy computer. His machine has an off button. Impressive. Fancy chair. Supports backs. Fancy. Oh, Mark Hamill got it. Yeah, he crops up everywhere. You'll love to see it. Helmet trophy. McKing won this for being the best diver in the force. Don't recall anyone else being allowed to partake. Oh, okay. This one looks homemade. Best at not being McQueen. Trophy. Best hair on the force. Okay, I'll give him that one. It's full of signed pictures of McKing. Figures. McKing and the Chief. I guess these are the photos you get when you're married to the mayor. There's space in here for a pottery wheel? Okay. This place is fabulous. One day you could be as important as this. Just gotta get yourself that first case. I solve cases all the time. Arresting a giant marshmallow man isn't a case. It's the result of too much coffee. Okay. Okay. Have you guys seen him in What We Do in the Shadows? I have not watched that. Is it good? Now, welcome in. How you doing? How you been? And Mono, welcome in. How are you doing? And how have you been? How have we both been? So we've been in McKing's, we've been in McQueen's. Ah, okay, I see what they did there. To the bullpen. Detective Wazinski. Debriefing room. Seems Murakami has set a new high score in whatever he's playing.
Damn it. How am I meant to get better than him if you keep making me do work? Tell me that, eh?
Fire extinguisher. The pressure seems gone. I should fix it before it's needed. You're doing good? This is what I like to hear. I'm not too bad. Got a bit of a sore throat, but other than that, just peachy. Also wouldn't mind Hamill. Did he voice Wolverine at some point? Have been away from Twitch for a while. Thought I'd pop in. That's understandable. I mean, I don't watch too much Twitch myself, unfortunately, but you know, it is what it is. But I'm honored for you to come to this channel of all places. Good to have you here. Currently baking cake at 1 AM. What kind of cake? I really liked it. I have to stick with it through a series of, oh, it's a series, got it. But after that it gets very funny. Nice. There's a film as well. Drink some honey and lemon. I have honey, but I don't have lemon. I've got 1 sachet of Lemsip. I'm probably gonna save that for tomorrow morning. But yeah, I need to buy some more Lemsip. Headphone wires, broken wires. Murakami won't care if they're gone. Can we combine that? I'm seen doing that. I'll never live it down. Okay, we're not doing that then. Detective Wazinski.
No talk. Working.
Friendly as ever, Wazinski.
Go away.
Oh my god. You scared me right now. Holy shit. Holy shit. How was your stream, man? How was your stream?
Ryder, little bitch.
Thank you so much. How did Overwatch 2 treat you? Do the old method, gargle salt water. You know, I did that this morning, and it does actually help. It just sort of tastes like you've deep-throated a whale or some shit. Not that I'd know what that is like. Or would I? Ready to go first stream back after a month or so. Nice, this is good to hear. This is good to hear. Thank you so much for the raid. We're playing, what is this called? Darkside Detective? I'm enjoying it. Point and click. Funny. 2 things that I like. Type of layered cream cake. The cake itself is chocolate, layered with strawberry cream filling. Ooh, that sounds dank. That sounds dank. Deep throated a whale. Polly 2023. Gonna sort out Resident Evil for tomorrow. Which one? Which one? So I'm making the cake itself tonight so it can cool down and till I decorate tomorrow. Nice. Is there any reason you're making it, or are you just making it because you can? Holly's version of Moby Dick is very different from the original. Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. Oh, Resident Evil 4, nice. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. I think the next time that I play Resident Evil 4 will be the VR version. That looks pretty fun. Alright. Fire! You meant to say surprise, detective, not fire. Dooley, the gifts are on fire. They sure are impressive. Oh yeah, what is that? Pile of gifts. A blue whale's bust is about 6 gallons. Yeah, I think that might be right. Yikes. Yikes. Dooley, there's a fire. This party is on fire. Chief Scully. Chief, there's a fire. Here we go. I've told you, detective, before. Or detectives before. I can't solve every little thing for you. Honestly. I've uncovered a crime ring this, and I've lost my gun that with you lot. Well, not today. I'm relaxing and having a drink. But in silence, detective. In silence. Everyone but McQueen has died. It certainly seems that way. That's a fat candle on that cake. I'm going to devour that thing. Hands off, officer. We're not cutting into it yet.
But Chief...
Really? Is the cake really more important than the fire? Actually, who brought fire? We discussed this last time. No more gifts of fire. Goddamn cops thinking they're Prometheus.
That's Murakami.
That's Detective McNugget. Most polite way I've ever heard that said. Like being blasted in the face by a salty fire hose. Bruh. The media and IT class are hosting their 8th LAN party at school this weekend, and I've been with them for almost all of them and have been knighted to an OG member. Nice. So I felt like making a cake for the people. Nice. Well, I hope they enjoy it. I hope they enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy it. Happy retirement. We use the same banner for every retirement. Budgets have to be cut somewhere, detective. Do slash budgets explain why the sprinkler system isn't putting out that fire? That's interesting. Why don't you go do some detecting, detective? Ooh, can of whipped cream? Hey, I wanted extra cream on my slice. Cool. Murakami? I love all the booze we have at these things. What about the... Keep your complaining to yourself, Killjoy. McNugget. 2 days left to retirement and I'm in a room with an uncontrolled fire. Just like the old gypsy woman said. The gifts are on fire and nobody seems to care. Damn drunken cops. Can we use that? I need to repressurize this thing. Okay. Can we put a fan motor in it? Okay, we're not doing that. Can we get pressure from a whipped cream can? I can 100% say this is not something I expected to do today. There you go. Okay, so that works now. Okay. That's that taken care of. Wait, what's that? That urn. You mean our gift? Dooley, where did you get that? In that mysterious Chinese shop we visited last week. We investigated it for gremlins. Seems like racial profiling to me. Dooley, he clearly had gremlins, which you then bought and brought to the station. Well then, case closed. Dooley, the lid was burnt off. The gremlins are missing. And the station is crumbling down. Like I said, case closed. Dooley, we need to find them before somebody gets hurt. Here, take this. But... cake! So are we chasing Are we chasing gremlins now? From what I can see, nobody else got them anything nice anyway. Takeout menus. In fact, I'm seeing nothing work related in here at all. It's a party, guy. Relax. Okay. Why are the sprinklers broken? What's going on in here? Well, I'm not seeing... we can go to the stairwell. I'm a Foley artist as well, yeah? This is giving me the Thing vibes. I need to watch that again. Detective McKing. And he said, hey, that's my kid's candy. Give it back. So I told him I was the mayor's husband. Then I showed him my badge and fined him for obstruction of justice. Oh, you're so bad. It must be so great for you to have a real detective like McCain around to learn from. I don't have time to talk to you. Isn't there a Wookiee or something you should be arresting? That's not what... Whatever, McLame. Live long and prosper, dork. There's a bathroom. That'll be us one day, detective. You'll be McKing, and I'll be Dallas. You know what I mean. Bathroom. The staff bathroom. So horrible, people only enter for the most dire of emergencies. Evidence room. Hands off, McLean. Something's broken the evidence door. Probably you and your idiot psychic's fault. I'm going to fix it with my manly skills and muscles. If you really want to help, you can fetch me some more coffee. No need for sugar. Dallas is enough sweetness for me. Oh, you're so bad. I hate that man. But he's so dreamy. Okay, we're not going that way. Let's go to the bullpen. Oh, maybe not. The garage or the shooting range. Let's go to the garage first. Welcome back, Mackenzie. Welcome back. McQueen's car. Our government-issued block with wheels. McKing's car. Seriously, why does he get all these nice things? A bulletproof sports car? The jerk.
Ooh la 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 36 moo, 3-year-old, growing up so fast.
Oh baby, 3 months. That's the second 3 years we've had today. I had a 3-year anniversary as well. Thank you so much for sticking around, Ryder. 3 fucking years. Jeez. How have you been though, man? I mean, I drink coffee black, but they say that means you're... Really? Is black coffee weird? I don't hate it, but I prefer something in it. I didn't know Polly had a few toddlers to take care of. Busy dad, that I am. That I am. Evan, there's a serious draft coming from those vents. The bolts probably just need to be tightened up. I have nothing for that. Java. Sweet Joe. Black oil. Uncle Moo Moo's morning surprise. That doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound wholesome. The Liquid Viper. Coffee. Oh dear, water valves. Let's get the water flowing again, in case another fire starts. The water pipes run all over the station, from the briefing room to the shooting range. But the system seems broken right now. Probably the gremlin's fault. Oh dear. I used to like some coffee with my cream. Now cream tastes bad. Do you reckon? Fasting changed my taste buds. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I can't drink coffee without cream now. I love it. It makes bad coffee taste good. Oh, that was easy. The sprinkler should be working now. You help me out of work, you will. You don't look very busy. Power tools bust, so union says I don't work. Not my place to go against union. You seem familiar. Do I know you? Not that I know of, no. Okay. A lump of cold, hard clay. I have no use for this right now. I think the tiny picket fences really make this place seem homely. Good addition by the chief. Piping. Some spare pipes from the work that's been happening. Toolbox. Mind if I borrow this? Why not? Can't see me getting back to work anytime soon. I got a monkey wrench. Oh, what book is he reading? Oh, this? It's not. Really? Just book got from the library? Late fees? Is that the fucking librarian? Proper steamy stuff, this. Dooley, is that you on the cover? In a Fabio wig? Those critters aren't gonna catch themselves, are they, detective? Dooley. This is what happens when I can't talk my way out of... Late fees? There are monsters to catch, Detective. There most certainly is. Okay. Let's go to the shooting range. There's the gremlin. Oh, and it's shooting us. Okay. Looks like our guys are good enough shots to be stormtroopers. How did it get a gun? Why is everything so unsafe in this station?
Meow pew.
Okay. Spriggers are fixed now, but I need something to activate them. A junction box. Okay. So I guess we can give him the coffee. I knew you were good for something, McLean. Hands off, McLean. Okay, alright. So we've given him coffee. Is that gonna make him shit himself? I guess we'll find out. Maybe he needs to go to the bathroom. We do have something. What was the helmet trophy? Apart from the hole for the air supply, McKing's trophy is actually a work. Okay, so that's gonna. If I found a tube, I could get this back in action. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Where else do we need to go then? Officer Murakami's desk. That guy always has some reason to walk around talking to people instead of doing work. Might as well take another cup. Oh, I wonder if we can, like, spike it, maybe. Or maybe if we give him enough coffees, he'll sort of shit himself. Oh. I don't know if that's likely going to be the solution here, but can't think of what else we can do with that right now. Nah, there's nothing we can do here. Or the garage. Is that something I can pick up, maybe? Detective McQueen. It's the donut and coffee rotor. Oh, I accidentally read the name that it says at the top. Important stuff. Detective. Ah, here we go. Didn't you see the fire, Chief? Of course. It was right there. And you didn't do anything? What can I do? If people want to re-gift the fires I got them last month, then let them. Wait, you were the one who set fires at the station last month? They were beacons of hope. All very metaphorical. They were real fires. Metaphors can be very real. Chief, why is McKing's office so much nicer than mine? You think our barely legal goblins and ghouls division should have a bigger office than the mayor's husband? Just be glad you're not down in the basement. Thanks for supporting the Darkside division, Chief. Don't thank me. Just keep the city clean of those oogie boogie men. And the oogie boogie women. And the non-binary oogie boogies. No discrimination in regards to the oogie boogies. Except for the discrimination of keeping them out of Twin Lakes. Apart from that one. Yep. I think there may be gremlins loose in the station. Seriously? We talked about this. You have one job. One job! No oogie boogies in Twin Lakes. This station is in Twin Lakes. Get this situation under control, Detective. On it, Chief. Okay, we're not talking to... Okay. Oh, I probably should have read that. I don't understand why we're celebrating. I've got 2 days left until retirement. We can't risk you not making it and us losing out on a pie. I should be offended, but I do like a good party. Yeah, they're all just getting trashed. Where else am I going then? Offices, stairwell, debriefing. Bolts of various sizes. Nothing to do with monkeys or fire hydrants. I feel like that's a reference to Monkey Island 2, right? Didn't we use a monkey wrench on a fire hydrant? And the monkey was like, the wrench was actually a monkey, and it was a super obtuse puzzle. The gremlins have broken everything else around here. I'm sure that if I didn't remove this now, it had fallen off soon anyway. None of us believes that, but I'm so into this. Fight the system. Dooley, we're part of the system. Speak for yourself. I'm bringing this place down from the inside. I kind of knew that. I did not expect that to happen. Feel bad about it? No. Okay, can we... Let's say the vent broke because some maverick cop was crawling through it. I'll take this for my trophy cabinet. I mean, I'll take it to be repaired. Yeah, that second one. Detective, how'd you get all these things into your pockets? Origami? We have a hood now. What are we gonna do with a hood? Can we use a hood to deflect the bullets from the gremlin? No. Okay. Hey, detective? Yeah. I figure you're a better detective than McKing. Thanks, dude. That really means a lot. I figure you're a better sidekick than Dallas. I don't have her legs, though. Well, no. But if you did, that'd be theft, wouldn't it? Is there anything else we can do here? Don't want to mess with it now that it's working. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing else here. Can we go further? No, we cannot. Nothing else useful. I hope they're building a gym down here. I'd like to work out while I'm bunking off work. Okay. Yeah, let's go to the shooting range. He's too far to hit with this. I'll need to find another way to make use of it. I'll just have to angle it like this. Great. The junction box is broken and electricity is spraying out. As if this place wasn't broken enough already. Well, that's that broken. Now all I need to do is bridge the gap between the gremlin and the electricity. I'm sitting there, okay. Okay, so has that changed anything? Oh, we can go to the reception. Oh my god, there's a dog. Officer Cow. Officer Cow. He was meant to be a sniffer dog, but somebody decided to train him only to sniff out candy. But think of all the candy-related crimes he's been able to help solve. True, we did have an alarmingly high rate of candy smuggling in Twin Lakes. Good job, officer. There's nothing in here but laxatives. Somebody put them there to suggest us cops are full of Twin Lakes Police Department. How can I direct your call? I've got laxatives. There's nothing else in here but... Okay. Now that I don't need it, I find a working stuff so we can go for here now. Looking for internet girlfriend, type 123. Oh, sorry, wrong chat. You're supposed to be typing that in fucking RuneScape or some shit. Banks was my mentor when I joined the force.
That's why they bushed me down to this cop. What do you want, detective? Can't you see I've got a reception desk to recept at? Hands off. My lunch is in there.
Why is it hidden in work files?
So nobody will touch it?
You're a wise man, Banks. Oh, we can go to dispatch? Dispatcher. Oh, look, there's another gremlin. Yes, we can put it in the coffee. That's a good shout. This is the first bit of actual police work I've seen in this place today. Friday evening, 7 p.m. The crime never sleeps. Us, well, he takes shifts, and we're off on public holidays.
Gotta take those rest days, detective.
Can't talk now, detective. The system's broken and I can't figure out why. I don't know much about how this works, but I know it's not right. These drawers are full of all sorts of rubbish, like bobby pins. Actually, can I borrow one, Sally? You can just have one. I won't want it back after whatever you do with it. Smart.
Yummy, yummy was.
It's trying to hack the database. Oh, wait, I'm doing the wrong voice.
It's trying to hack the database and steal all human info. We should fry him, detective.
Interesting idea. The servers for the TLP.
Bite.
Ouch.
Don't get too close, detective. That thing is a biter.
I just got... Yeah, thanks, Dooley.
Thumbs up.
Don't think there's anything else we can do in here for the time being, then. Holding cells. Holding cell 1. Poster. Put that to cover up the hole a prisoner dug to escape. Sadly for him, he dug his way into the rest of the station. This guy's in police protection for informing. Try not toilet, your incarceration get you down.
What kind of cells is this place holding? Human, animal, or vegetable?
Oh, it's Roy.
Detective?
I'm gonna use my detectiving skills and say you're in for solicitation.
Impressive. Your guess, not as soliciting.
Right. Anyway, hand them over, Roy.
Hand what over?
Your matches and cigars.
I wish I'd never met you, detective. Detective?
Sorry for taking your matches.
I'm not so sure that you are.
Hey, maybe you should be a detective too. Okay. Oh, it's Tam. What is he doing? Is that a potato?
Oh, Tam loves to whittle. Whittle, whittle, whittle.
Tam, you can't have a knife in prison.
Tam can, and Tam has.
I'm afraid I have to confiscate that.
Tam does not have warmth for you in his heart. Old Tam ain't got enough to do no more. Prison is a punishing place. Tam puts his name places so he knows what's his and what's not.
Did you hear? No, I'm not doing this. I just don't find toilets all that funny. The hose they used to loop through the cell door handles to lock the place up at night.
Chief Scully really pulled this place into a sort of order, didn't she?
Okay, we got a hose. Okay, cool. Well, that seems like a good a place as any to call it a night. Yes, okay, cool. Oh, just quits to the menu. And we've only got 4 achievements out of 5. Where did I go so wrong? Okay. Hope you guys had a good time. Darkside Detective. I'm liking it, and I hope you guys are too.
Oh man.
Yep. Polly, before you go, what are you doing? What are you doing, booby? What are you saying? But yeah, I hope you guys had a good time. I'm obsessed, and it's entirely your fault. With what? What are you obsessed with? I haven't done or said nothing to no one. But yeah, I hope you guys had a good time. We will continue this tomorrow and probably the day after, providing I'm not sick. Oh, hunting ghosts? Are you doing that now? Have you been hunting ghosts without me? Anywho, Tiny, Sphere, Mackenzie, Daffers, Patty, British Idiot, Mona, Ryder, anyone else still here? Anyone lurking? Anyone watching the VOD or the YouTube? See you later. Until next time. Nah, good. Just kidding. Alright, I'm out. Goodbye. See you later, Snow.